disappointed in every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I kiss you on the mouth.
No, I'm not cool with that. I'm sorry.
One more time.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
I mean, I'm dealing with degenerate animals.
Wait.
I'm disappointed in every one of you. Disappointed in every one of you.
All right, come on.
Honestly, I can't do it no more.
I'm disappointed in every one of you.
Let me tell you why.
It's gonna be all right, Nicky. Go ahead. Shoot.
You just killed a fucking man.
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, because you got nothing. You don't got a thing. Yeah, because you got nothing. You got nothing.
I want to get out of this rat hole. I want to get online. I need
BDA boxing.
Well, welcome everybody to another BDA Boxing podcast, broadcasting to you live from the True North. This is indeed a special nocturnal episode of the BDA Boxing podcast, and it deserves to be because we just had what figured to be the biggest fight of the year so far. But today, okay, here's the way it's going to happen, fellas. We're going to have a call-in show. Today is a call-in show, so it's not tomorrow. We're going to have the regular panel show. I do expect a high volume of calls because today we're going to let people call in, give us their thoughts on the fight that we just had. So keep in mind, it's not going to be the usual show. That's going to be tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow. So with that being said, shout out to everybody in the chat. Before we open up the phone lines and get down to the festivities, don't forget to hit the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. If you want to donate a couple of shekels our way, you're certainly welcome to do so with the super chat feature. But it's more important that you continue to like, subscribe, and listen to the show and spread that BDA gospel. All right, fellas? I want to give a big shout out to everybody in the chat. We got to start this one very, very quickly, though. We got to start this very quickly because I don't want to stay here till 2 in the morning. But shout out to everybody. I see the Quacks is in there. We got Nez Mendoza, Mr. Nez Mendoza, Steven Schneider, and more people to come, I'm sure, fellas. Thank you for joining us. All right. Well, I had to leave right away after the knockdown. The stoppage, because I wanted to get this started. So I see here, Tank Davis knocked him out the 7th round, and it was a body shot. I didn't see the replay. So I need somebody in the chat to communicate what type of body shot was it. Did you guys see the replay? Because I did not see it. I've yet to see it. Maybe during the show I'll go on Twitter, see if I can find it. Shout out to everybody out there. Now, here's how it's going to work. The number is right there in the left-hand middle portion of your screen. It's going to stay there throughout the night. Here is the number as well. And I'm going to post it on top of that in the chat so that you guys can call in at your leisure. I wanna hear from you fellas. What did you think of the fight? Were you entertained? Because this was pay-per-view. Also, first of all, did you buy the fight? And don't BS me, please. Tell me, did you buy the fight? And if so, did you enjoy it? Was it worth the money? What's next for Tank Davis? Can he pull off this type of game plan of throwing 10 shots per round against some of the top guys in the division? Because again, remember, people were saying Ryan Garcia wasn't that guy. So can he pull this off against the winner of Haney, Lomachenko? Can he pull this off against a guy like Cameron? Shakur Stevenson, we shall see. Like I said, phone lines are open. I might have to put the number in the, hold on a second, in the chat again and again. There we go. Hold on a second. How do I, fucking YouTube doesn't let me erase comments anymore. They want to post that one. So call in, fellas. Give us this is your night. You can call in. Let us know your opinion. Phone calls will take precedence over everything. I got to tell you, okay, while I'm waiting for the phone lines here to fill up, it was an interesting fight. I knew and we talked about this on the on the several of the preview episodes we did. Tank Davis, what he does, his plan is to lure you in with that defense, lure you in, try to run you into something. Guys get frustrated. Now, the keys to victory for what's his name, Ryan Garcia, to me was don't get overconfident. And what happened? He got overconfident in the second round, launched a left hook, ate a left hand. And from then on, he was gun shy. And then finally, once he started opening up, I gotta tell you, I gotta rewatch that body shot because I didn't see it. So I have to rewatch it here, or if I can find a replay. But yeah, man, I mean, it's like what we expected, the plan from Tank Davis. I did expect Ryan Garcia to put pressure on, but I didn't expect him to really overcommit early on. I guess he had confidence in his power. I'm curious to hear what people have to think about that. Bucho, check your messages and let me know if you want to jump on. Again, it's not a usual show with the, we're going to be taking calls more the majority of the night because I believe we're going to have a lot of people calling in. In fact, we do have people calling in right now. Hold on a second. Somebody hung up, by the way. The number is in the left-hand middle portion of your screen, fellas. Don't forget to call in. Let me see if it's working here. 214, you're on the air. 214, what's on your mind?
Oh, what's up, guys? Man, I was watching the fight, and I saw a lot of nervous energy from Ryan Garcia. Like, it just looked like he wasn't ready for this moment. He did try in spurts, but, like you guys were talking about how his reach and everything like that. Man, his feet really didn't give him the advantage. He was crossing his feet. He just wasn't really cutting off the ring right. At times he did pressure him, though. But it was like not really smart pressure. Just being plain out aggressive. You gotta be smart aggressive. And honestly, I just didn't think that he had that sustained. He knew that he wasn't in there with no Luke Campbell, and so he wasn't going to just run over him. And I've been thinking about this. I just think people have been overpraising ever since this fight came up. People have been overpraising Luke Campbell. I'm like, there's no way he's going to be that guy against Tank because there's actually real consequences. And people were talking about how if Ryan just pulls his head straight back, he can't reach him. And I've been looking at this fight, man. Ryan's not that tall. Like, he's not that tall compared to Tank. I don't know. They must have this thing on BoxRec where they lied about his height, but it's not that big. Barrios was taller than Ryan. And I looked and I compared the two pictures. Barrios was a taller guy than Ryan. And Barrios
what did you think of Tank Davis's performance?
I think it was he looked very cautious. He looked very cautious the first two rounds. But, Ryan messed up. And then once he dropped him, he started getting his confidence. And then you started to see Gervonta started put the pressure on Ryan. And, Ryan I think he was getting tired just because the nervous energy, because he knew that it's like he didn't belong in there with Tank. But at times he tried to force himself, and he was forcing a lot. You can see that instead of, using his fundamentals, he forced it, and that's how he got knocked down. Even though I do applaud him for being aggressive, but like I said, you got to be smart aggressive.
Now, let me ask you this too. Good points, by the way. Did you buy the fight?
No, my brother found it on Twitter, and then he put it on the TV.
Wait. Somebody was broadcasting the fight on Twitter?
No, they sent the link that you could go to a website without putting in your information, and then we was able to watch. We put it on the TV through his phone, and we was able to watch it.
Okay, so you didn't buy it? Yeah. That sounds. Hey, man, I would have been afraid to click on that link, man. You never know what you find on social media.
Like I said, I felt like in the back of my mind, I knew Ryan wasn't ready for this moment. I think he needed at least 5 more fights. Same thing with Rolly. Rolly needed 5 more fights before he even get in the ring with Tank. I know you all criticize Tank for, not fighting, but skill for skill, he's better than those guys. He's better than Ryan. He's better than Rolly by a mile. I don't know why he was given, but he's like super cautious, and that's what gets him caught in the beginning, because he was like ridiculously cautious against Rolly, and that's what people were getting crazy because he was landing on, like, he was just being too cautious. and it
Right.
costed him. But
All
yeah,
right, well, listen,
Ryan,
we got to move on.
already.
we got- There you go. We got to move on to another call, but thank you for your call. Call back next time, Raymond.
All right.
Take it easy out there. All right, we got Bucho here. Bucho, before you give your thoughts and before we continue with the phone calls here, let's cut a couple of super chats here. Hold on a second. Where's the first one? Okay, shout out to Jay Nels for his contribution with super chat. He says, Tank gonna that purse for the next 5-7 years after his days in court. I think he means he's gonna be wearing that purse for the next 5-7 years. I didn't see him with the purse today, but shout out to Jay Nels for his contribution. Shout out to Double L for his contribution. He says, old Loma and Haney still beat Tank Garcia is a bum. Oh, harsh words right there. Shout out to Double L. We'll see what happens with Loma and Haney, see how they look. And if Haney wins, he might be moving up. And if Loma stays, he might be taking on Shakur Stevenson. So I don't know where that leaves Tank Davis. Shout out to the Theological Handyman. Says, Ryan was defeated after the first knockdown. I am buying no fight. All right, so we can see that people really weren't buying the fight there. Bucho, before we continue with the phone calls here, what's your take on this?
I was disappointed with Ryan Garcia. He still made a lot of mistakes, but I see people saying that Tank Davis put on a master class or something, easy money, easy fight, whatever. What's it called? Easy? What do they always say?
Easy work?
Easy work, yeah, easy work. It wasn't even easy work. Like, Tank looked like shit as well. And every time he was in trouble, he started to hold like a bitch. Like, that's disgusting. I wasn't impressed by either of them. And yeah, I mean, these guys who were like, "Oh, I predicted it right. I picked Tank by stoppage." Like they were also predicting that Tank was going to dominate. He didn't dominate shit, so they got their prediction wrong.
He had the advantage, right? He had the advantage, but he said he wanted to beat Ryan up, and I mean, he dropped him once, and then
Ryan had a bloody nose. He dropped. Once he lands, he's going to stay down. I mean. That body shot dropped him, but he got cleaned multiple times. He even got dropped with a headshot, and he got back up. So that power is there. But
I mean, that's people were saying he was going to chin him. People were saying he was going to chin him. Well, it technically wasn't a chin; it was a body shot. But I didn't see the beating. So what I'm saying is, how's he going to look against the other dudes? I mean, I'm asking this. I'm not saying that it was a bad performance, blah blah. But I'm saying, is that going to be the game plan from now on? Because this is like the 5th time we've seen him do that, and you know, Ryan Garcia was tagging him as well. So I don't know, man. I'm curious to hear what people have to say. Let's go to the phone lines here, and don't forget to hit.
And then somebody says 7th round and he didn't dominate. Well, this guy's retarded. I mean, you can lose a fight, you can lose 7 rounds, and then I'm not saying this is what happened, but I'm saying theoretically speaking, a fighter can lose 7 rounds and then drop the other guy out. That's not a domination.
Well, let's see what the people in the phone lines are saying. Let's go to 7, and don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. It really helps us out. 773, you're on the air. 773. What's on your mind?
What's up?
What's up, man? Go ahead.
Yeah. Well, my big takeaway from this fight was Ryan Garcia is a spaz. He's a spaz. He's a little twitchy dude, and Tank Davis is cool, calm, and collected. He's calm under pressure.
Mm-hmm.
He's not there spamming shots and forcing shots. He's very patient, picks his shots, and he knows what he wants to do. Garcia's just out there, throw a shot, throw a big left hook, oh my gosh. And he just looked like very inexperienced against an experienced boxer. I was disappointed. I thought Garcia was going to have a better showing. That was not the point I was hoping for.
Yeah, that was the difference. It was like you said, the difference was the mentality. But yes, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, there's really not much to talk about. It looked like Garcia looked like very inexperienced. It's just the approach to the fight. He just looked like nervous energy. The way he was spamming shots. Garcia Tank Davis. Complete opposite. He was calm under fire. Even when he was getting hit, he wasn't overreacting. And I don't know what Garcia goes, where he goes from here. He's going to go.
Yeah,
that was a shot to break into the big league. the big
There
boy
you go.
leagues. Now he's going to go back to. I don't know what he's going to go back to doing. What's he going to do now? He's going to fight some bum of the month club.
Well, I don't know
Doing
about that,
something.
but
I don't know.
we'll see, man. We'll see. Well, listen, we're getting a high volume of calls here, so
No, but
anything else you want to say before we move on?
no, that's it. I said my point. Shit boxing, man. Come on, man. Let's make it a competitive contest.
All right, man. All right, Kevin, thank you for your call. Take it easy out there. Hey, man, Bucho, I'm getting that feeling. A lot of people in the chat, too, they're saying it was a shit fight. Like, I don't think people are happy with their purchase. I mean,
It was boring. It was low output, very low output, and it was kind of boring, to be honest. I mean, you were kind of like thinking, okay, somebody's going to land something, and it's going to make it exciting. But after round 2, it was just fucking boring.
Maybe
I don't know. I don't see these masterclass that people are talking about. Tank is so composed. As soon as he got hurt, he was running around, dropping like a maniac. And then when he wasn't doing that, they were just both of them were just standing in front of each other without moving their heads, without fainting. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, I think people. I mean, I don't think.
I don't see high skill level in both fighters.
I don't think anybody can deny that. I mean, yeah, he ended up winning, but that's what I'm trying to ask people here. When you call in, let us know where you entertained. Shout out to the Joker for his contribution to the super chat. He says Ryan didn't seem as though he was determined to win. Took a knee with a weak shot. It was nothing more than a money grab. Boxing is rigged. Well, I mean, it's you take a risk when you buy a pay-per-view. It's a product, and you don't pay. I try to pay for a result, not a performance, and so. But these guys don't deliver that way. So sometimes you take a risk. Shout out to the Funktopus for his contribution to super chat. Says calling this fight fixed is nothing but cope sin vergüenza. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, listen, don't take the people who are saying that seriously, man. I mean, we have how many people do we have here watching right now? You're gonna get a lot of people that we don't usually see, and they're gonna be saying a bunch of. I mean, listen, it's just people want to get a reaction. Let's go back to the phone lines here. Don't forget to hit the like. Hey, listen, how many? I see 36. No. We have 232 people watching. Only 36 likes. I don't think we're gonna continue with the show unless we get to at least 100. Get us to 100, fellas. Hit that like. Get
100 likes. Come on, people. I already hit the like. You can do it.
We can get it done. Come on now. Don't leave us hanging. All right, let's go back to the phone lines here. Let's go to who is next? 309, I think. Yeah, 309. You're on the air. 309. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's happening, bro? So you know what? I told you, man, he was going to break under pressure. You see, Ryan broke under pressure, bro. Mentally, he's not strong enough. He could have got up from that shot. I could tell he could have got up, man, but he got scared, bro. He got scared. He couldn't take the pressure. Mentally, he was broken. I don't know if you guys noticed that.
I didn't notice that, but I noticed him. He couldn't get up from the body shot. But hey, did you purchase the fight?
Oh yeah, most definitely. I purchased the fight. Yeah, I bought the fight. I mean, I support boxing 24/7. You know, if I want to see a fight, I'm gonna pay for it. No doubt about that. But yeah, I did pay for it. It was not worth it, honestly, man.
Oh.
I mean, shit. I didn't think it was worth $100, man. Because it's what, $89.99 plus $10 taxes. That was $100. I'm like,
wait.
Man, I should have just went.
You're in the U.S. You're in the U.S., right?
Yeah, I'm in the U.S. most definitely.
So you didn't get you're not a DAZN subscriber.
No, I got it from Showtime. I don't really mess with DAZN no more. As soon as they went pay-per-view, bro, I quit messing with them because it's like, man, you guys just remember when they first started DAZN, they said they were not going to do no pay-per-views, so they started doing pay-per-views, and I'm like, man, fuck that. I just pay for the fight I want to watch.
So okay, so you, just give me from 1 to 10. How much did you enjoy the whole card?
1 to 10 the fight. I said maybe about a 4.
4? Jeez, Bucho, what do you agree with the caller?
It was not a good fight.
I completely agree with the caller. It was a boring fight.
It was. I mean, you know which one was better? The first fight. The Garcia guy against what was his name?
Oh, yeah.
The other guy.
That was great.
Elijah, versus... Yeah, Elijah Garcia versus...
Elijah...
All right, well, hey,
listen. It was Kevin something, bro. But yeah, that was more entertaining.
All right, well, listen, we got to move on to
another fight. I was more entertained with the first fight than this fight, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen,
all right, bro, you guys be good, all right, man.
All right, take it easy out there. Thank you for your call, man.
Later.
Interesting. Yeah, Bucho, that's what I want to get, because again, the whole thing this was an event. So I want to get to whether people actually enjoyed the event. Let's go to another phone call. Don't forget to hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. 213, you're on the air. 213, what's on your mind?
Hey guys, hey King Bucho. This is Campos. I'm the guy that I predicted Tank would knock out Ryan in 10 rounds or less. I did not buy the fight. I saw it on YouTube. I'm in UCLA. No one carried the fight over here, and someone was uploading round by round on YouTube. So I saw the fight. It was boring. It's a boring fight, and it looked like a sparring session. That's what it looked like. I'm glad I didn't pay for it. I pay for fights. I would have gladly gone to a restaurant, but then I would have been pissed off to see that. It's horrible. And
yeah.
I already knew Garcia wasn't on that level, but this just shows me that Tank's overrated.
Now, a lot of people are saying, you picked, what's his name? Tank Davis, right? So nobody can accuse you of being salty or anything. That's right. That's what I'm saying. So nobody can accuse you of
Tank in 10 or less.
Right, but that's what I'm saying is nobody can accuse you of being salty, because that's if you say Tank Davis didn't look all that great, people say, "Oh, you're just salty." But I mean, you picked Tank Davis, and you're not all that happy with his performance.
And I did say that it would be a boring fight.
Yeah, let me check. I think you did. Yeah, hold on, real quick.
The first time I gave my prediction, I gave it to King Bucho, but I didn't leave my name. I think you guys wrote down my number, and then I called a couple of days ago to tell you guys, yeah, it's Campos.
Well, you said 10th round stoppage, and I remember you called because you were the one that's saying that you couldn't find the fight anywhere in the bar. But yeah, you got the prediction.
Yeah, I mean, no one has a fight here.
That's a shame, man. That's a shame.
Yeah, well, but anyways,
you got the prediction correct.
Yeah, that's my call, guys, and I'm gonna go ahead and as soon as I get off this call, I'm gonna hit the like button. All right.
Thank you.
Take care, guys.
Thank you. Take it easy out there. Take it easy. That was Campos. Thank you for calling in. Bucho, Gonzalo wants to jump in, so it's gonna take us to another room. Okay, just letting you know.
Oh yeah.
So meanwhile, fellas, let's go to another phone call, and don't forget to hit the like, hit the like, hit the like. Really helps us out. Let's go to another phone call here. Let's go to who's next? 909. 909, you're on the air. 909, what's on your mind?
Hey, yo, is it me?
I can barely hear you, man. Get closer to your mic.
Oh, hold on. Okay, can you guys hear me now?
I can hear you a little bit better. Go ahead, yes.
No, okay, I'm right here. I'm on ground zero. I just left the other viewing area for the fight. Goddamn, bro. I don't even know what to say about the fight. I wasn't the highest on Ryan, but I thought he was going to prove something else, but he did not. And, you know, I feel like this Afro-Anglo tradition of, you know, fighting once a fucking year, you know, not fighting for 2 years, keeping the belt. This type of bullshit is going to continue. And, dude, that's it. I was disappointed.
So, how, well, did you pay top money for a ticket there, or?
No, I didn't even go to the ticket, bro. I paid $150 to watch the shit in the fucking empty in another theater, bro.
Okay.
I paid $150 to fucking watch bullshit, dude. Literally, literally to watch bullshit. The guy was telling me, he's like, I'm going to Tank, you know, these Afro-Anglos. He's like, I'm going to Tank. I'm like, why? He's like, look at him, bro. He has everything. He has everything. And I told him, I was like, you know what? I just told him straight up, bro. I was like, I will never in my life, I don't give a fuck what they do. I will never support a woman beater. And I will never support anybody who, you know, attacks a woman in any sort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I will never support that. And he's like, it doesn't matter, bro. Like, it's all about what he does in the ring. I'm like, dude, like, fuck this, bro. I can't do it. I just can't.
Well, there's plenty of people that enjoy rooting for a guy like that. So, and we got a lot of them in the chat, I think. Well, listen, caller, is this E-Dog, by the way?
A lot, man.
Anyway, listen, we got to move on to another phone call, man. But anything else you want to say before we move on?
Yeah, for sure, man.
All right. There you go, man.
Salute BDA, salute Bucho. Hey, you guys got a good channel, man. You know, keep it up. And that's it, man. That's all I got to say, bro.
There you go, man.
I'll be listening, bro. All right, later.
Take it easy out there. There you go. Guy in ground zero, another dissatisfied customer. And he was actually in Vegas watching the fight. Let's go to another phone call here. Another person, I think, in Vegas, I think. 909, you're on the air. 909, what's on your mind?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, you're on the air.
Okay, thank you. Hey, man. So I heard you asking one of the guys on a rank of 1 to 10 how bored were they?
Right.
I'll tell you right now. It's a rank of 1 through 10 for entertainment. I was a full 10. I was entertained the entire time, man. I don't know what these other guys are saying.
Well, there you go. You were on the edge of your seat, right?
Yes, because look, okay, when you do your history of these two guys, both these guys come out punching. Both these guys come out throwing volume punches, like the announcer said. But they're both so wary of each other that they were trying to pick shots very carefully. So they're both out of their elements in this case. Of course, it's going to be a little different, okay? All right, so to me, that has me on the edge of my seat, wondering, oh man, who's going to be the sniper in this? Who's going to hit the mark? But you know, Garcia was starting to get his shots together a little after Davis already kind of came on his ass. You know, so to me, it was obviously going to come off as a one hit. That's it. You know, because both these guys are no knockout punchers. Okay, Garcia with his hook, Davis with both his fucking hands. You know, I was entertained the entire time. I was on the edge of my seat. Okay, I don't understand what these other people are complaining about. I enjoyed the fight. You know?
All right. Well, listen, finally we found one satisfied customer. Where were you? Are you in Vegas right now? Because it seemed like you. I think you're in.
I am.
There you go. So he actually showed up and he paid. There you go. He actually paid to be there, and that's why I'm asking people too. Did they buy the fight? You know, did they actually invest money, or were they willing to just grab this off the internet? Well, listen, 909. We gotta move on to another phone call, but thank you for your call. Take it easy out there, right? Call back next time. All right. Thank you. We got to go to a super chat here. There's a lot going on. Shout out to Carlos Roque for his contribution to super chat. He says, Pinche the Zone didn't work for me. I had to buy it on Showtime. $140 to watch a quitter. I could have spent it on a BDA membership program. Well, I mean, listen, I'm not obligating people to join the membership program. You took a risk. You know, you took a risk in watching and purchasing the product. That's what happens. So shout out to Carlos Roque. Shout out to Raider Reaper who for his contribution super chat. Where is it? Hold on. Scrolling quickly now. Raider Reaper, shout out to Raider Reaper, says all these crying fans make the $85 worth it. Easy work. Well, there you go. That's what people were saying. Who roots for Tank Davis? We got one right here. He thought it was worth the money. There you go. Shout out to Chris. No, hold on a second. Before Chris K, it was shout out to Jaguar for his contribution super chat. He says, he rejoined the membership program. He says this was the Greasers versus the Socials type of fight, Grimy versus Refined. I think that's a Outsiders reference. I think. I don't know. Could be wrong. Shout out to Jaguar for his contribution to the super chat. For rejoining the membership program. Shout out to him. Shout out to Chris K for his contribution to super chat, aka Undercover Asian. And he says, if Ryan's gonna tap out from a body shot, at least sell it to the audience by rolling around on the canvas or grimacing. Dude was grinning. Well, maybe the grinning was sort of a grimace. I don't know. Okay. So shout out to you guys, Chris K, for your contribution and everybody that donated. Really appreciate it, guys. That's going into the fund to pay for the pay-per-view that we just bought. I got Gonzalo here on the line. Gonzalo, we got a large volume of calls, so please, if you could make it concise, precise, and decisive, we would appreciate it.
Oh, you can take the calls, BD. I'm just here.
Okay,
check it out. Well, it was a good fight, though. Congratulations to Tank Davis. Ryan Garcia looked lackluster. Hey, but at least he tried, got knocked down. Damn, what can I say?
There you go, man. I mean, and listen, we're going to be having another show tomorrow, the usual show. But today, you know, it's really getting to the calls, and I don't know how tired I'm going to be.
So I made my Cobra bag. It's like 250 pounds. I feel like throwing it away, but it's too heavy.
No, don't throw that away, man. You worked too hard on that one. All right, let's go to the phone call, man. Let's go to... don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Where are we at with the likes? 110. All right. Okay, but hold on a second. We got now 314 people watching, so let's get that to at least 150. Let's get that to at least 150, right, fellas? I think we can do that. Let's go to the phone call here then. Let's go to 559. 559, you're on the air. 559, what's on your mind?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you, 559. What's up?
Yo. You can hear me? Hello?
Yes, go ahead, 559. You're on the air.
All right, okay. So I watched the fight, and Ryan did not look good at all. He had no head movement coming forward, no defense. he just didn't look good at all. He was better off staying with Reynoso. He wasn't ready for Tank, I think. I don't think Tank's all that good, but he does have power. But yeah, that fight wasn't worth the money. Me and my cousins all pitched in to watch it, and we're kind of all got let down.
Did you purchase where did you purchase the fight from? Showtime or the Zone?
Showtime. We all pitched in.
Oh, there you go. There you go. He worked it out. Now, how would you rate? That's what I'm asking everybody too. How would you rate the night from 1 to 10? The whole card.
The whole card, probably a 5 because the co-main event wasn't really that good. I mean, it was a 10-day replacement. I mean, I think Morel's pretty good. He only has 8-9 pro fights. I mean, he has potential. He's good, yeah. But the dude he fought, he was nobody. And then that Rosado fight was weak. And yeah, overall, I mean, top to bottom, that's a 5 at best, I think.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go, man. Well, listen, we got to move on to another phone call here. But thank you for your call, and call back next time, all right, man?
All right, man. Thank you.
Take it easy out there. Yeah, I want to hear from the Tank fans too, man. Because I'm curious to hear from. We never usually hear from Tank fans on this show for some reason. Maybe it's because sometimes I've asked, why would you root for Tank Davis? But I mean, I don't know.
Break it down. That's easy work.
Yeah, well, I want to hear from them too. Break it down. 347. You're on the air. 347. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? It's the NPR guy.
Oh, NPR guy. What's up?
Yeah, it's the way I called it. I think I said 8th round knockout, but what was it, 7 or something like that? Anyway, but those things that Ryan does, which is not enough, right? So it's everything I said was going to happened pretty much the same way I said it. Tank is vulnerable to a 1-2. Ryan has no 1-2. Ryan doesn't fight using the outside foot in an open stance. I found myself screaming at the television, which is no good. It's not that I'm a Ryan fan or a Tank fan. I kind of can't let those inconsistencies and bad technical flaws get by me from being a boxing fan all these years. Sure. So it's not that I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in the kind of lackluster performance, not being able to cut off the ring, especially moving to his own left, which that outside foot position will give you. I mean, it's these things that I thought Joe Goosen should have been able to fix. He's had several fights against lefties, but the problem is that he never fixed those during those fights. Mm-hmm. He never fixed that outside foot position. That's boxing 101. And I found myself being annoyed, not the fact that I'm a Ryan fan, a Tank fan. I'm not a really fan. I'm a boxing fan. And I want to see quality work. It's like listening to an out-of-tune violinist for me. I'm not going to just not worth it. Anyway, so that's what I have to say. And also the head on the line, staying in the middle, moving straight back. How could you not fix these things? I'm kind of annoyed at that. The fact that he has no fencing game. Tank is a great fencer with his jab. Great fencer. How could you not fix those games? I'm kind of annoyed that either Joe Goosen didn't teach him or Ryan is a thickhead and didn't learn. But in either case, it didn't get done. So anyway, I'm not disappointed, as I say, in the fight or because I'm a fan of one or the other. It's as I expected or as I predicted. But I'm disappointed in the fact that he didn't correct these things that are just so fundamental to boxing. Anyway, gentlemen, thanks for hearing me out, and have a good day.
You too, NPR guy. Thank you for calling in. And don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Hey, listen, I'm watching the chat a little bit. I can't because it's moving too fast as I'm taking calls. But I see a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks, a lot of people that are bragging about getting the pick right, although we never heard from them on the show. But here's my thing, though. He had to wagering Garcia with the catch weight, the rehydration clause. They pushed the weightings the day after and all that. So all I'm asking is, he couldn't even beat him up like he said he wanted to. And these people are saying that it was somehow some sort of great performance against the guy. They're saying he's not that guy. Then I'm just curious, and I've been asking this since last week. Why did he have to wager him? I mean, I guess it's immaterial now, but I'm just curious where all these morning Monday quarterbacks are coming from. It's weird. Let's go back to another phone call here. Jeez, they're piling up. Hold on. Hey, before we go to the phone calls, hold on a second. Shout out to KO Surge for his contribution to the Super Chat. No, excuse me. Hold on. Anthony Lopez. He says, the zone stole my $60 and I couldn't even steal it. Shake my head. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I heard that the zone was having trouble processing the purchases and that some people, like, they didn't get the message, the confirmation message until half an hour later. A lot of maybe it's because too many people were buying it. I don't know, but man, that sucks, Anthony Lopez. Maybe you can get your refund or something. I would suggest you press, because a lot of these people in customer service, they're used to, if you just press, they'll give you something. Or sometimes they'll just give you the refund straight up. They don't want to, especially if it happened to a lot of people. And shout out to KO Search too for his contribution with the Super Chat. He says, told you Barrios was better than Ryan. He quit. All right, well, there you go. Another person that believes that Garcia quit. That's one of the main points of contention here today. All right, let's go to another phone call here. Hold on, let me check the likes. 131. Hey, fellas, 150. Get us up to 150 likes. Really helps us out. Let's go to another phone call. Let's go to 832. 832, you're on the air. 832, what's on your mind?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, 832, you're on the air. What's up?
Hello, BDA. So, Ryan's a fucking bitch. First of all, I want to say, the whole card was ass. Like, I mean, the fight itself between Ryan and Tank, I think it was a really good fight, not because of how entertaining it was, because of the tension. Because he knew that no matter what, in 0.1 second, that fight could be over. So that was the only thing that saved the card. It just bothered me, you know, how Ryan ended that fight. Because he talks about God this, God that, but he fucking gave up, right? Like, Marc Antonio Barrera or Eric Morales would have at least fucking tried gone up, right? And that's what bothered me. I don't give a shit because I don't like Ryan, but then and even having Joe Guzman as a trainer is not going to fix the mistakes he has, the fundamental mistakes. Getting a new trainer won't fix that. He can't change that unless he himself changes.
Well, there you go, man. Another dissatisfied customer, and there were plenty of hosts to be taken advantage of there from Tank Davis. That's why I'm curious. Like, is he gonna be doing this same game plan? Because everyone was saying that Ryan Garcia was an Instagram model, and you know that they still had to wager him and everything. But how if he fought this way against the Instagram model, is this same game plan gonna work all the time against better opposition?
He talked a lot of shit for someone who brought up a cancer kit to say he's gonna beat him, right? But anyways, Tank may have won this fight, but he hasn't fought the court yet. So we'll see May 5th how that goes.
There you go. There you go. All right, well, listen, we got to move on to another phone call here, but thank you for your call. Call back next time, right, man?
All right, thanks, BDA.
Take it easy out there. Let's go to a super chat here. Hold on a second. Was there another one before that? Okay, shout out to Jet Kyle dropping by. Shout out to Jet Kyle. Hold on a second, real quick. Shout out to Caleb Dikelaita, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Shout out to him. He says, thoughts on the undercard fight of Nazario Rosado versus James Nenelindo. I didn't see that one. I don't know if that was part of the main card. But shout out to Caleb for his contribution to the Super Chat, and I'll try to catch that one tomorrow, man. And yes, another guy that called in said he wasn't happy with the undercard. I mean, listen, what did you expect, fellas? It was a high-level main event, high-level financially. They were going to skim off the undercard. Let's just put it that way. Shout out to Bushido Kai for his contribution with Super Chat, or is it Bushido Ki? I don't know how you pronounce that one. He says, so I was off one round. Hold on a second. Let me just verify that, just to give you credit. Bushido. I could check real quick. Bushido Ki tanked 8th round KO. Yeah, he got it wrong by one round. But listen, as long as you pick the winner right, you get a modicum of credit here. Hold on a second. Hey, hold on. Is there a Super Chat missing that I'm not seeing? Who was it? Paul Atreides. Hey, Bucho, I can see I don't see Paul Atreides chat in Super Chat. Do you see it?
No, me neither.
Paul Atreides, what the fuck? Maybe it'll pop back up. All right. Shout out to Hyperspaz for his contribution to Super Chat. He says, tooting my own horn here. Called Tank with a body shot round 8 off one round. Well, there you go. Hey, a lot of people got it right too, man. I'm telling you. Well, he was a favorite for a reason. Hold on a second. Hyperspaz. He said Davis 8th round body shot. Interesting. But he was rooting for Garcia. He said so. He got the prediction right. 8th round knockout body shot too. On top of that, Paul Atreides donated $10. How come I can't see a soup? Is he just donating without leaving a message or? Yeah, whatever. Listen, maybe Bucho, help me out here. If you can see the message, let me know. I gotta go back to the phone calls here. Shout out to 410. 410, you're on the air. 410. What's on your mind?
Yeah, man, there's a lot of casuals in here calling in tonight, and even some guys masquerading as veteran boxing fans that are quite casual also. People got to know, and when you watch boxing long enough, you got to separate the hype and the anticipation from what's really going to happen when two top-level fighters fight. It's not going to be Gotti Ward most of the time, especially when they're punchers like these guys. You got to be careful. You got to be cognizant. The fight wasn't going to be a Donnybrook, and if it was, they'd complain about that. Ryan has flaws, but so does Tank. Tank was getting hit with the right hand. He was getting roughed up in the second round and holding on for dear life, and he makes mistakes of his own. No fighters are flawless. It very well could have ended with Ryan landing that body shot and Tank going down and not getting back up. That wasn't a problem of fundamentals. All fighters are subject to getting hit, getting hurt, and getting stopped. That's just how it goes in boxing. Ryan did good. I'd like to see him fight again at some point. I'd like to see Ryan.
At your show now, press 1. To hear important instructions, press 2.
It appears that the host has already dialed into this show. Only one host is allowed per show. Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Yeah, I'm going to have to restart the phone lines. Sorry about that. I do apologize for that. If those people are still on the line, stay on. Call back. I'm going to restart the phone lines. I have to now because we went off the air. Who's still here with me in the Discord? I can't see. Can anybody hear me out there? Yeah. Hold on a second. I got to restart a whole bunch of things. Let me know if we're on the air. Hold on a second. I got to pump out the chat here. Yeah, sorry about that. Okay, so we're going to restart the phone lines, fellas. You fellas can call in. Give us your thoughts on the fight. Did you buy the fight? Were you satisfied with the bout, with the whole card? What's next for the winner? Hold on a second. Okay, yeah, we're back. Okay, fantastic. Jeez, Louis, sorry about that, fellas. It's, you know what, we've been having trouble with the internet, especially today. Big old waves of wind. Big old waves. So this is what we got to contend with now. Hold on a second. There we go. Anthony Lopez, shout out to Anthony Lopez, says BDA had a DAZN moment. Yeah, man, sorry about that, fellas. Jeez, Louis. Well, we're back now. We're back. Butcher, while you're there, could you... yeah, maybe, I don't know if you could address some of the things you wanted to address right now, or if you got anything to say while I open up the phone lines. Butcher, you there? No, he's not there. All right, let me see what people are saying in the chat. Shadow Combat says a trash fight ain't even worth it. Well, that's what I was going to ask the last caller, because he said, and he made a good point. He says, look, when you go into a fight, especially a pay-per-view fight, you got to go in there with the right expectations. If you go in with over expecting something, you're liable to get disappointed. I wanted to ask him if he bought the fight. Hold on a second. Okay, I think somebody rejoined the membership program. Who was it? I can go back. Shout out to Uriah Smith for his contribution to Super Chat. He says, ouch, Ryan made Short Boys Rolly look good. Well, I mean, at least with the ending. But Ryan Garcia was Tank Davis was waiting a lot too. You got to wonder if that approach is going to work with everybody. Or with the top guys. Shout out to Chris K for his contribution again with the Super Chat. He says, stop using your neighbor's Wi-Fi, LOL. Tank's next matchup is against Big Bubba in the clink. Ryan will have another mental health break for a year. Well, shout out to Chris K. Yeah, Tank Davis still has to contend with some charges because he's a guy that likes to get in trouble outside the ring. Okay, hold on a second. So I reopen up the phone lines. Hold on a second. I got to reopen up the phone lines here. Fuck. Give me 2 seconds here, fellas. And again, I apologize for the delay here, or for the the mishap with the internet, but we are indeed back. King Bucho's putting the number. There you go. Post the call in, fellas. Call in. Hold on a second. It's we're getting connected here. There we go.
Since it
Phone lines
appears
should be
you're
open
calling
now.
back into a live show, we are reconnecting you now.
There we go. We are back. The number's right there. The number's in the left and middle portion of your screen.
5 seconds.
So you can call in now.
3.
Let us know
2.
what you thought about the
1.
fight. Did you purchase the fight? What's next for the winner?
Blog Talk Radio.
There we go. All right. Let's go back to the phone lines, fellas. Let's go to 678. 678, you're on the air. 678. What's on your mind?
Hey, how you doing? This Black Chibi.
Oh, Chibi, what's up?
What's good? What's good, man? You know, like I said, even though if I was wrong, I'm the type of person to call back. First off, I want to say I've been hearing the channel all day tonight, and at the end of the day, the both of them put on a great performance. You know, I think the biggest problem was that second round.
Are we back here? What the fuck? Yeah, sorry about that, fellas. Again, the connection. I don't even know if we're back. Hold on a second. I gotta see the. Yeah, man, we're having technical issues up the wazoo today. We need the zone's IT technical team here to help us out. People are saying we back. Yeah, we're back. Okay. What the fuck, man? Sorry about that again. A lot of issues here, and now I don't even know. Is there a way to restart the phone lines here, or I mean, continue the phone lines without necessarily restarting the phone lines? Fuck, hold on a second. Yeah, because I don't want to restart the phone lines. It takes time again, and then if they go out, that's it. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can restart this. AJR says Indian engineers fix your Canadian internet. I don't want the Indian engineers. I want the top brass, man. I want the, Jeez Louise, that volume's loud. I want the top Asian ones. I mean, the Chinese, the Oriental ones, as it were. And I don't even understand when Oriental started to become a no-no. That became sort of like a disparaging comment. I think it's a good term to differentiate between Indians and people like, of Asian, yellow stock. Hold on, let's see if the phone lines.
The host has already dialed into this show. Only
come
one
on.
host is allowed per show. Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio.
Jeez Louise.
Goodbye.
Okay, I'm going to give it one last shot with the phone lines here. And then if they don't... Okay, so fellas who are... I see there's people on the phone lines. Call back, all right? Call back. I'm going to restart the phone lines. And if that doesn't work, we can still set up some form of communication with you guys out there, all right? So it's not the end of the world. We can still do... we have plan A, plan B, plan C up in this network. But again, you're going to have to give me a little bit of time. Yeah, man, it's just not... this is the problem with doing a stream in the middle of the night. When things go wrong, they go wrong big time. Big time. But yes, call in. Let us know if you purchased the fight. Let us know, did you enjoy it? What's next for Tank Davis here? Yeah, again, I want to hear, because I see people there, Monday morning quarterbacks saying, I picked it right. I never saw you during the show. And I took about 40 predictions. So call in and let us know how you got it right and what you thought of Tank Davis's performance. And here's the thing. I also see, listen, I understand that a lot of people like to shit on Ryan Garcia, but this is precisely what's wrong with boxing, because if you're shitting on a guy for losing once against the guy that you picked to win, then these guys are afraid to take risks. I mean, this fight took a while to make as well. They were negotiating for like 8 months. It's going to happen. It's not going to happen. So you fellas better pucker up out there. And watch your keisters, miesters, because... Hold on a second. Is the phone line back up? Yes, I believe we're setting up the phone lines here. Hopefully they don't go off suddenly. That's what took me. Chibi was talking and I'm listening what he's saying, and then all of a sudden, whoop, everything just like somebody pulled the blanket from under us. Shout out to Carlos Roque for his contribution to Super Chat. He says, your internet is quitting like Ryan and the Zone. I mean, listen, I keep getting up though, but there's only so much I can do here. Hold on a second. I think we're back with the phone lines. So if anybody can, let's go to 619. 619, you're on the air. 619, what's on your mind? Yes,
this is Jaguar.
Jaguar, what's up, man?
I just wanted to say, the fight was okay. Yeah, Ryan was like a little soft, like a social versus the greasers.
Mm-hmm.
You got the reference correct.
Oh, there you go.
From the outsiders. And it's all mental. He's got the skills, the tools, the height, the reach. But Tank is just grimy, and he got him good.
Did you purchase the fight, by the way?
I'm asking for a friend that has a Fire Stick.
Oh, wait a minute.
A friend, I don't know what a Fire Stick is because I'm 40 plus, so I'm old. Now, we didn't buy the fights. I haven't bought a fight since I bought the Canelo fights.
Uh-huh.
Mayweather taught me not to buy fights since he sucker punched Ortiz.
There you go, man. There you go.
Remember that fight when he sucker punched him? Like, if you don't care about me as a purchaser, why would I care about him as the guy making the money? So, yeah, I don't buy fights really since then. He ruined boxing for the past 15, 20 years.
Man, I'm telling you, boxing fans have become jaded, man. They don't want to pay for boxing anymore. Well, did you at least enjoy the overall undercard, or?
No, I enjoyed. My homie, my friend, my roommate enjoyed the other undercard, the Joe. Oh my God.
Oh, Cordina, yeah.
Rakhimov,
yeah.
Yeah, the Rakhimov. He said that was a beautiful fight, just back and forth. Yeah, that was a better card, the Rakhimov.
There you go. That's what this could have been, but alas, it wasn't meant to be. Well, listen, Jaguar, anything else you want to say before we move on?
Viva Mexico, viva Mexicali, viva Tijuana, viva Gonzalo. Let's keep this shit going.
Shout out to Gonzalo. All right, take it easy out there, Jaguar. Thank you for calling in, man. Always appreciate your call.
Bye-bye.
Take it easy.
Have a good night.
You too, man. All right, that's Jaguar. Don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Help us out here. Let's go to another phone call. Let's go to 203. 203, you're on the air. 203, what's on your mind?
It's Revolution. What's up, everybody?
Oh, Revolution. What's up, man?
Hey, how's it going, y'all? It's been a fucking busy weekend for me. I've been on the road wrestling the past 2 days.
Kidding.
Fucking caught some time to catch this fight. And, halfway decent fight. Like, kind of like, not the most entertaining one. Yeah, I think there was a caller. He sounded like an older gentleman. He said, you get these high-end fights. A lot on the line. Guys don't want to really throw. They're a little more protective, a little more cautious. But, yeah, for me, dude, it was kind of like a little bit of a loser leaves town match. I really didn't like either one of these guys. So the loser was going to say, sayonara, and, hey, Tank, hey, look, hey, fuck it. I want to see what he does next. Fuck Pussy Boy Ryan. You're out. He's out of here.
Hey, by the way, can I ask you if you purchased the fight?
Hell no.
Oh, jeez, Luis. I'm telling you, man, there's something.
Hell no.
I think this is why the big fights don't get made, man, because I don't know, people just aren't buying the fights, man. Hey, La Evolucion, you want to plug where you're going to be wrestling, or do you have any dates coming up?
I'm in Springfield, Massachusetts tomorrow at BCW, I think. I don't know. I've been going to places and just seeing if they'll put me on the card. But I will tell everybody, if you do want to see my matches, my fights, you can just go on to YouTube, bro, and you could search Red Sawyer. That's what they call me, man, in the ring. They call me Red Sawyer. Red Sawyer versus, and you'll find all types of fucking fights. You can follow me on damn Instagram, Red.Sawyer.
Red.Sawyer.
I miss you guys. I love you guys.
Right back at you, La Evolucion. Good to hear from you. Good to hear. Yeah, Gonzalo's here, by the way. Gonzalo, La Evolucion called in, man. It's been a while.
Yeah, salute. Hey, believe it or not, Revolution, I was recalling you about maybe 3 or 4 days ago. You crossed my thoughts just saying hello. I was wondering if you were doing the wrestling thing, but man, you're a real character. That's cool. Part of the BDA family. Peace out, bro.
I'm still doing that shit, man. Wrestling. I'm not fucking. There's no turning around for me, man. I'm a lifer right now. Shit.
There you go,
Working
man.
my way up, but my brother Gonzalo. I was thinking about you the other day as well, man. I saw some videos online about the fucking Belgian Malinois and the Lobito dogs, man. Ain't no joke, bro. Those dogs are crazy, man.
He's got a bunch of them now, by the way. He's got like a whole litter. But anyway, listen, what we saw, man.
Yeah, puppies.
What was that?
He had puppies.
Yeah, he's got a whole bunch, man. Maybe he'll send you one. But hey, listen, Revolucion, we gotta go, man. We got a lot of phone calls though. But Red Dot Sawyer, that's his wrestling name, by the way. Make sure you catch him there on the internet. You can check him out and keep on trucking, Revolucion. Good to hear from you, man. Good to hear you doing okay.
Yes, sir.
They're fantastic, rather, not just okay.
Yes, sir.
All right, take it easy out there, man. Take it easy, man. That was Red Sawyer, which rhymes with Destroyer. I think he did that for a reason. All right, don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. Let's go to the phone lines here. 678. You're on the air. 678. What's on your mind?
Yeah, this Black Chibi again. Am I in there now? Y'all can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Sorry about that. It was out of my control, man. But yes, please finish your thoughts, man. You were talking about the result.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so first I want to say, man, shout out to Gervonta Tank Davis for getting an also win. It's the same goals from way back in the days. I remember I said here, and I'm gonna go with the same for here on out, unless it's Devin Haney, but it's never go against the money team. He did good, and if anybody, and I'm gonna say it like this, man, if you didn't enjoy that fight, obviously you didn't buy it. I just to get that question out your way, I did buy this fight. I bought this fight for $85 on freaking Showtime. When I bought it, I did think that I think I got my money's worth? Of course, I knew what was gonna happen with Risotto. I knew what was gonna happen when Devin Morrell fought this guy on a 10 days notice. I knew that what I was going to get for. What I was hyped about was the fact that we're getting the fight from the young people, you know, and people not realizing that y'all just pissed off like, oh, he's a bitch, bro. How's he's a bitch, bro? That first knockdown was worse than the second one. And I've been. If anybody ever did amateur boxing, when that happened, I just remember the moment when I was in the boxing gym, and when I was in the boxing gym, a guy hit me in the stomach, and I didn't even feel it, and I'm still fighting. The next thing you know, I'm on my knee, and I feel it. So, like, all these people coming in calling saying that wasn't a good fight. That was a great fight. 1 out of 10, I give it a 9. It was a great fight.
Wow.
I don't think I wasted my money, and that's what it is. Like, it was good. And if you think that Ryan Garcia's career is over, you got me fucked up, bro. This is a learning lesson. This guy's going to be great. He's going to be one of the best, greatest of all time. It was a minor setback for a major comeback. By the time Ryan Garcia gets great, the boy might end up retiring, but still, trust me, Ryan Garcia is going to be great.
Hey, listen, at least good to hear. Listen, the fight was so-so, but it's good to hear that there's enthusiastic boxing fans like you out there who actually bought the fight and actually enjoyed the product, man. So, shout out to you, Black Chibi. We're going to move on because there's a lot of background noise there, and I got to get to another phone call, but shout out to you, Black Chibi. Call back next time, right, man? Take it easy out there. All right, that was Black Chibi. Hey, he was satisfied. Shout out to Jaguar for his contribution to Super Chat. Again, he says, hold on, what's he saying? He's saying, we ain't poor here. We just decide what we buy. That's right. We're very selective about what we buy when it comes to pay-per-views because we're supposed to be in the era where pay-per-views are over. You're not supposed to be paying for this if you're already paying for a subscription service. But hey, listen, I paid. I wasn't completely disappointed. It was so-so, but you take a risk. If you're not willing to take a risk with close to $100, then you shouldn't really be in this sport. All right, let's go to our phone call here. Let's go to 470. 470, you're on the air. 470, what's on your mind?
What's up, B-Day? You can hear me?
Yes, never sobers. Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's up?
Yeah. What up, man? Fuck, dude, I'm feeling pissed off because that whole fight was a setup, bro. We all knew it. You know, Oscar set him up. Everyone was talking about the double weight clause, and he fell to a body shot that didn't even land clean. It was a glancing blow. That knockdown in the second seemed like a heavier shot. Ryan's body just didn't seem like he could take it, I guess. And did you hear his post-fight speech?
No, I didn't.
It was giving me real B-Hop versus De La Hoya vibes, because Ryan was saying that I was gonna get up, I could get up. I don't want to say more. It was weird, bro.
What the fuck? Well, let me just explain something. like Jimmy was saying though, if you, because I didn't see the replay, but sometimes a grazing body shot is actually worse than taking it full on because it's an organ. It's exposed. There's no bone around it. So if you graze that shit the proper way, or like a shovel hook, you can go down. I'd have to see the replay though, because I haven't seen it. Again, I had to jump in here and do the stream right away as soon as possible. But I'll try to find it, man. Hey, by the way, so did you enjoy the card overall, or what was your assessment?
No, the card kind of sucked. That Morrell fight was like a fucking joke too. Like, what was that guy doing in there with that 10 days notice guy? He just took out in one round, and then everyone was like, "Ooh, we can beat David. He could beat Canelo." Ooh, you know what I'm saying?
Bucho
I don't like that shit either.
Bucho told me, now people are gonna be saying that Canelo's avoiding him. It never ends. There's always somebody that comes out. Well, listen, never sobers, man. Anything else you want to say before we move on?
Fuck, man. Ryan should never. Oscar should never let Ryan take this fight under those conditions, and that's exactly why. Well, we saw why.
There you go, man. Life's a risk.
Yes,
all right, never sobers. Thank you for your call. Call back next time, all right, man? Talk to you later.
All right.
That was never sobers. Let's go to our phone call here. Let's go to 301. 301, you're on the air. 301, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, BDA? It's Irish Andre Ward.
Oh, Irish, what's up, man?
Yeah, it looks like I was off by a round, but to be honest, I definitely didn't expect that ending. I thought Davis would hit Ryan on his chin, that he was speaking up the whole fight. I feel like the NPR guy had taken all my points, Duke couldn't land a 1-2, was back in a straight line, had the chin straight up in the air. Couldn't say anything up. His feet were even more flat-footed this fight. So he just didn't look like he made any necessary improvements to be a decent fighter, which Tank, I guess, is a decent fighter. But, man, I would give that event like a 5 out of 10.
Oh.
I didn't pay for it.
Oh, come on.
I'm a veteran in this game. I'm a disappointment. I know better. So it was barely worth just staying up for. That's how I rate these fights now. Was it even worth watching? And
wow. Well, there you go. You didn't pay. Would you pay for another? What? If Tank Davis fights in pay-per-view again, would you buy it? Or who would he have to fight for you to buy it? To really say, you know what, this is worth it?
I want to see him fight someone I think that is actually going to beat him. It's actually 50-50. No qualified, oh yeah, there's a rehydration clause, but at least we're getting the fight. I don't want to hear this. I want to hear a straight up, like someone like Subriel Matias or Josh Taylor or someone who I wouldn't expect him to beat, or maybe like Teofimo Lopez, I don't want to see him fight at lightweight as fat as he is, I want to see him take a fight. Maybe I'll pay-per-view, I'll tell you what, if the court case against him's on pay-per-view, maybe I'll watch that, because I think his odds aren't too good,
Well, there you go, Irish. Well, excellent points. I'm glad. I'm very interested in hearing from people whether they've bought the fight or not, and you decided you weren't gonna pay for it. And apparently, you were right. I mean, you said you didn't enjoy it, so hey, don't buy the fight then. Irish Andrew Ward, man, thank you for your thank you for your call, and call back next time, right, man?
I'll tell you this though, BDA. The way you keep coming back after your internet goes down, I'll tell you have at least the tenacity of Ryan Garcia.
I always try to give him my best and not to cool. There you go. I always give him my best. That's all you can do. All right. Take it easy, Irish Underworld. Thank you for your call, man.
All right. Thanks. How you going?
Well, it's like John Edward Olmos in American Me when he goes, at the end before they kill him and stab him to death, and he goes, sometimes you just got to give it your best shot, carnal. That's dying that way and just staying all calm and cool and collected. Jeez Louise, that takes balls. All right. Don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. I'm about ready to go take a pisseroo. So, we still got a lot of phone calls here. So let's go to 714. 714, you're on the air. 714, what's on your mind?
Yo, fellas, it's Quags. How you doing?
Oh, Quags, what's up, man?
Not much. I'll make it quick. I'll put it to you this way. I think Tank's the one that made adjustments in this fight. We heard a lot of the other callers talk about Ryan going back in a straight line. He doesn't like to angle out for whatever reason. He relies on his height to get out of the way of shots. That runs you into trouble after a while. Another thing I'd like to point out is Tank was actually stuffing Ryan's left hook with his lead hand most of the fight. So that's why you didn't see a whole lot of the left hook. He was really jamming him up the whole time. And it was a good tactic. Tank, he did everything right. And in my opinion, BDA, I saw the replay of the hook to the body. It looked good enough to me to hurt him.
There you go.
And the reaction looked, I don't know.
Quags,
it looked good enough.
Did you see the post-fight comments from both guys?
No, I turned it off.
Oh, okay. I just wanted to get to what what did Tank Davis said, like who does he want next or whatever.
I don't know. Hopefully he gets somebody that makes sense, and that doesn't have to, adhere to catch weights or a weight clause or anything of that nature, but we'll see.
There you go, man. Yeah, I need whoever calls in. Let me know what Tank Davis is, because I want to know what's next for him too. I had to run out of there and get to the show here. Well, listen, the Quacks. Thank you for your call. Call back next time, all right, man?
All right, you take care, guys.
You too, man. Have a good night. What time is it? 1 a.m. Not bad. Not good. Not bad. All right, let's go to 6:04. I'm enjoying the calls here. I'm enjoying the show so far. If you're enjoying it, hit the like as well. Hit the like. 6:04. You're on the air. 6:04. What's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, BA? It's Freezing.
Oh, Freezing. What's up, man?
Hey, I enjoyed the fight, man. I'd give it like a 7 out of 10.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, that first knockdown, bro, I don't think he was hurt, actually, like, very much at all after that first knockdown. I still thought he looked pretty good. And you were asking about that body shot, if it landed clean. It definitely landed clean. Ryan was actually extended, going for a big right hook, and Tank got him right in the liver while he was extended for a punch,
That's usually how they get you with the body shot.
But anyway,
yeah.
Sorry?
That's usually how they get you with the body shot when you're throwing the shot.
Yeah, and if he was in his guard, it probably wouldn't hurt him as bad. And I also think that rehydration clause or dehydration clause kind of hurt his ability to take punches. But yeah, I thought Ryan shouldn't have quit, man. He was hurt, but he definitely could have got up. I thought he kind of quit. On that one.
Well, there you go.
But yeah, Quags made a good point. He made a good point. Tank was blocking his. He was parrying pretty well. I thought he had his gloves pretty high and nice, but Ryan wasn't actually able to do much. But it was definitely a competitive fight before the knockdown. I thought the scorecards that the commentators had were way off. But yeah, man. Listen, hey, a lot of people
though they did, like you said, you enjoyed the fight. That appears to be you appear to be in the minority. But hey, listen, for $80-something or plus tax, yeah, hopefully you enjoy it, man. Well, listen, first
I'll give it a 6 out of 10.
Come on, wait a minute.
I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I went to the casino to watch it.
Oh, there you go.
It was fun, man. I watched it in like a theater type thing.
Yeah, here in Montreal, I don't know, but, the usual bar where I go to, they weren't showing. They don't show him anymore, so it's a shame. But good to hear you were able to find one. You were gonna say something before we move on.
Yeah, one more thing. I think Garcia should probably retire, man. Honestly, I honestly think he should retire. If you're gonna quit, if you're in the biggest fight of your life and you're just gonna take the count for a body shot, like you don't belong on the big stage, man. Like I liked Ryan. I was picking him to win this fight, but I just either the rehydration clause that's why he couldn't take punches, or he just doesn't have the heart, man. Because he got up right after the 10 count. He could have kept fighting, but he decided to quit. That body shot did land flush, or it did land clean. It did hurt him, but he could have got up.
Yeah, listen, this whole thing about retiring after one loss, that's why these youngins that's why it takes like 6, 7, no more than that, a year to make the big fights. Listen, these guys, one loss, he wasn't even supposed to win. He was the underdog. So, I mean, the way I see it, he didn't lose much.
Really. He could have got up. He totally could have got up.
I'd have to rewatch again, I didn't even catch the replay. But anyway, listen, Friesen, we're going to get to another phone call, but thank you for your call. Call back next time, all right, man?
Yeah.
All right, take it easy out there.
Thanks for having me on. Peace out.
Thank you. All right, let's go to another phone call here. Let's go to, hold on a second. And don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. 510, you're on the air. 510, what's on your mind? What the fuck? 510 dropped out. Okay, hold on. Call back next time for 510. 442, you're on the air. 442, what's on your mind?
Yeah, I just watched that. Well, I was watching it at work, and like you kept calling him like 4 times already. Like everything I said, like that is like problems with Ryan, like evasive movement and stuff that you see in like the Tago, Fortuna, and the Campbell fight. I'll get exposed in their fight. And with the anxiety and all that, I think that played a major role because Tank said that he stared him down when he like fell down, like he like dared him to get up. It's like the whole thing is that, and he was like pressuring him the whole time, and like I don't think at the end of the day Ryan was really ready for it.
Well, there you go. Hey, did you purchase the fight, by the way?
But no, I didn't, because I was like working while like pretty much listening to the fight. So I was
really?
watching like parts of it when it got. Yeah,
Oh, so,
I was
okay.
I was watching on the stream, and then I was watching like hearing at the same time.
So like old school on the radio. Listen. Hey, how were you? So hold on. Were you?
Yeah.
So you had a stream of the video, but you couldn't watch it. You were just listening to it.
Yeah, well, I was streaming it on some like weird French website or whatever, and then but I was also listening to it on like his commentary of it, and then whenever he started yelling and stuff, I would like look at it. I'll look at it because I was at work, so I didn't want to get caught. That's why I didn't pay for this fight. I would have paid for it if I wasn't at work.
Yeah, no. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that you can get away with it. You can get away with it because you shouldn't be. If you're at work, you don't want to get fired and pay for it on top of that. Well, listen, we got to move on to another phone call here, but thank you for your call and call back next time, Raymond.
I appreciate it.
All right, take it easy. So he didn't pay for the fight. Hey, I wonder if people were actually using the old dial-up internet to try to get it off a flip phone or something. You never know, man. Oh, I'm trying to dial up to the old broadband. Look at that. You know what? Maybe that's the internet we've got. That's why we keep disconnecting. All right, let's go to our phone call here. And don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. All right, people keep dropping off on the phone lines. What's going on? 432, you're on the air. 432, what's on your mind?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yes, 432, you're on the air.
Yeah, I just want to say about the fight. I don't know. I didn't think it was that bad. The card, I guess, was bad, but I don't know. I thought it was pretty funny how sometimes Ryan would like smother him a bit, and fucking Giovanni would like grab him 2 hands, and then he would just fucking try to elbow him and shit. I don't know. I thought that shit was funny.
I mean, hey, listen, it is what it is, man. So you weren't all that thrilled with the fight, but did you pay for it, by the way?
Yeah, I bought the fight.
There you go. Somebody. But what do you think about the people? Like,
I mean, the card was like whatever, but I don't know. I thought the fight was pretty fun. Like Ryan's, I don't know, he's pretty fun to watch. You know, like he might like get knocked out or whatever, but he goes for it. So I don't know, not too bad.
It was intense. I mean, if you some people called in, they said they appreciated that type of fight. There were other people that didn't like the lack of activity. But hey, at the end of the day, like I said, you take a risk. And that's how you operated the same way there.
Oh, also, like, man, I want to hear Tank call somebody out. Like, he gets these wins. Yeah, I want to hear him call somebody out. He didn't say nothing. He's just like, I do what I got to do or whatever. Like, call somebody out, man. Come on.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you, caller. Because again, I didn't catch the post fight. What did he say? What did Tank Davis say? Who did he call out?
He didn't call anybody out, I don't think.
Oh, come on.
I cut it off like as soon as he stopped talking, so.
Oh, well, there you go. It's a little hard to understand what he says too at times. So I get what you're saying. Well, listen, 432. We got to move on to another phone call here, but thank you for your call and call back next time. All right, man.
All right, man. Take it easy.
You too, man. All right, let's go to another phone call. Hey, don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. 856, you're on the air. 856, what's on your mind?
What's up, BDA? It's Jersey Jerry. How you doing, man?
Oh, Jersey Jerry. What's up, man?
So, cool. So, look, like, when I was watching that, like, Gervonta, like I said, I don't think they give him enough credit for his ring IQ. Like, he didn't really reveal himself until, like, between, like, 4 and 5. I think that when he dropped him in the second, it was just a really good counter. Ryan, my hats off to Ryan. I mean, Ryan fought. He tried to stay in front of him, like, well, you know, but Goosen got to do something different. I mean, like, his fighters never have good footwork. They have, like, these wide deer Bambi stances. It's really weird. And then to touch on the other thing, I think what Tank's plan is, I don't think he didn't call anybody that night, but best believe as soon as Lomachenko and Haney, as soon as that's done and over, I have a feeling he'll make an appearance in the ring and he'll call out, you know, for the undisputed. I think that's what it is.
Huh. Because the way people see it, and according to what the people at Top Rank have been saying, they want to set up the winner of that one with the wrong guy from, you know, in-house, which is Shakur Stevenson. So you think they bypass that and go for the bigger money fight against Shakur Stevenson? I mean, against Tank Davis?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I think because, like, there's well, just taking out Ryan Garcia was one of the players in the deck. And being as though, like, and it wasn't a bad loss, but being as though, like, he took Ryan out, I can't see anybody, you know, I don't think Shakur deserves that either. Shakur beat up on, you know, decent fighter, but that guy was a nobody. Like, Ryan Garcia has a name. He's revered. He's beaten somebody that's credible, as in Luke Campbell. I think Tank has all the cards right now, as far as right now at 135. He holds all the cards. I think he definitely makes an appearance as soon as Loma and Haney, as soon as they're done what they're doing. I don't think Shakur's ready. Shakur's still even though he's good, he's still a year away. He's not totally ready yet.
There you go. Interesting. I guess we'll see what happens between Loma and Haney next month. Yes, next month, just about. All right, well, listen, Jersey Jerry, thank you for your call, and call back next time, right, man?
Yes, sir. Take care, bro.
You too. Have a good night. Fellas, don't forget to hit the like. Really helps us out. Let's go to another phone call here. Let's go to 604. 604, you're on the air. 604, what's on your mind?
Yo, it's freezing again, bro. I was going to fill you in on the post-fight real quick if you want.
Oh, yes. Yes, please.
Tank pretty much just said, like, he didn't even mention a single fighter he wanted to call out. He was pretty much like, he was building up to this moment his whole life, and, like, how he looks up to Floyd Mayweather and shit. And then they asked him about the fight and, like, the knockdown and shit. And he was like, yeah, I thought Ryan was going to get back up after the body shot. And I was, like, looking at him, like, trying to tell him to get up, but he just wouldn't get up. And then Ryan said Ryan pretty much said he could have got up, but he made an excuse, like, that he couldn't breathe or something, which we know is BS. But
well, I mean,
he pretty much made all these excuses for why he couldn't get up.
Yeah, I mean, that's usually what happens when you get hit to the body. You can't breathe and you can't get up. Yeah.
Well, I don't know, bro. He got up right at 10, so it's like he got up right when the count went to 10.
Yeah, but, Luke Campbell did the same thing, by the way.
What else was I going to say?
Well, go ahead.
Yeah, also, don't buy pay-per-views on fucking Spectrum TV. That's also what I'm going to say. I literally paid $85 on Spectrum, and the shit didn't fucking work, so I had to go to a casino.
Oh, that's why you went to a casino. I thought you went out because you wanted to go out. What's the name of the thing you said? Spectrum?
Spectrum TV. Don't buy fucking pay-per-views on Spectrum.
Spectrum, all right. Good to know, man.
Yeah. Anyway, I was going to fill you in on that real quick. You were asking, but yeah.
All right. Shout out to you, Freeze, and thank you for the update, man. Take it easy out there.
Peace up.
There you go. If you're in Canada, or I don't know if they offer that in the US as well, don't buy from Spectrum. I'm gonna check that one out so I don't accidentally buy anything from there. Let's go to 872. 872, you're on the air. 872, what's on your mind? 872, you're on the air. Going once, Yeah, he hung up. All right. I think it was a he. Maybe it was a she. Dialed the wrong number. All right, let's go to another phone call. Let's go to 910. 910, you're on the air. 910, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Steven Schneider.
Oh, Steven, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man? I just have to call. I feel like not enough people call in and own their predictions. It's like people disappear after they make a prediction and they're wrong, and then they just disappear. I made a prediction that Ryan would, I believe, the 7th round knock him out, and geez, I have egg all over my face. So I just wanted to call in and comment on it and own it.
Did you buy the pay-per-view, by the way?
Hell no. I haven't bought a pay-per-view since Canelo Triple G won.
I mean, wait. That was 6 years ago. Jeez. So wait a minute. So how? Well,
Yeah, I know. I haven't bought a pay-per-view in a hot minute.
I'm not even going to ask how you watch it. But, okay, so you made the wrong prediction. What do you think about that? Like, people, you said, people should own up to their predictions. Like, it's a fucking prediction. I don't understand why people take this shit so seriously.
Yeah, I'm not taking it seriously, but I think that, like, if someone calls in, because, like, I called in and I was, like, real robust and talking shit. So if I'm that, if I had that energy making my prediction, I should at least call in and have some atonement about it or some humility.
Well, I'll put it this way.
That's just how I'm built.
I'll put it this way. I see a lot of people that I never saw before, that I've never seen before, saying, I got it right. I'm like thinking, if they can do that, then I suppose the people that don't want to call in who got it wrong are allowed to do it. Although I do see a lot of the people here that picked it wrong. I got the list, and I'm looking at the names in the chat. So I guess we got a good channel here, man. People don't take this shit too seriously. Steven, anything else you want to say before we move on?
I'll go ahead and just give my quick thoughts on the fight.
Sure.
I think that Ryan Garcia, wow. I mean, I know he's a Zoomer and he's from a generation that's not cut from the cloth of like the 90s Tuesday fight nights when people were getting paid zero money and literally almost dying in the ring. This fucking kid, I knew he might have been soft from the whole Instagram and the whole, like, the beauty model shit or whatever the fuck he was doing. Mm-hmm. But my God, he got hit hard and he thought about it, then took a knee, and then was like, you know what? I just quit. Like, oh my God. Like, come on. Like, excuse me for not predicting him being that fucking soft. Jesus Christ.
Actually,
also,
yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say you actually got the round right. You just got the wrong guy. So no, I'm giving you credit, man. You picked the right. You picked the right. You know what you are? You should be a script writer because you got the arc correctly. You got the introduction. Then yeah. There you go, Steven. All right, man.
Oh shit. But anyways, what the fuck was I saying? Oh yeah, but as far as analytical note, I just think that, man, you just ain't cut out. And I'm saying you, like you're Ryan, but Ryan's just not cut out for this shit, man. Like oh my God, did he quit? I think he did. I think he could have got the fuck up. His nose started bleeding and his panties dropped. I don't know what the fuck that was. He also was doing pretty good. I like the fact that no one's commented on this so far, but did you notice that when Tank was holding, the ref warned him for holding? So he actually had a ref that was going to not allow that holding bullshit, and he still couldn't take advantage of that, and it still wasn't a factor. So he literally just checked out of the fight, got scared because he got knocked down. And yes, he was hurt when he got knocked the fuck down. He was hurt. But when he got back up, I mean, he wasn't that bad off, and he totally got gun shy. He just totally pissed his pants. You know what I mean? He's fast, this, that, and the other thing. All the reasons why I thought he might win, he just totally abandoned them because he got hurt, or he got, it's just, I don't know what to think of Ryan after this fight.
Well,
I'm not going to write him off because that's a little ridiculous. But at the same time, it's like, come on.
We shall see.
Man.
Hey, listen, he was walking. He was walking Tank down, so he wasn't scared. You got to give him that. We'll see what happens when Tank Davis steps it up. If he steps it up again,
he wasn't scared until he became scared, and then he was scared for the rest of the fucking fight until he got
from what people are saying.
Quit.
From what people are saying, he didn't really commit to any future opponent in the future. So we'll see what happens, man. But listen, Steven, we got to move on to another phone call. But thank you for your phone call.
All right, let me say one more thing before I get called a fucking hater. Tank displayed a fucking good IQ. He fucking did the things that he needs to do. I have a higher fucking opinion of Tank's ring IQ because I used to think that he couldn't read a coloring book. But now I think that he could color the lines.
Wait, I mean, that's not a compliment. Anyway, listen, it's better than nothing. But listen, Steven, thank you for your call. Call back next time, right, man? Take it easy out there. Have a good night.
All right. Take the next call. I'll get off.
Thank you, man. All right, yeah, we got a lot of phone calls here, and I still got to take a big old pisseroo. Let's go to 484. 484, you're on the air. 484, what's on your mind?
Hey, what's up, PDA? It's Olaf. I predicted a Tank Davis knockout in like round 10, but I thought that it would happen sooner, and it did. And the funny thing about this was like everyone was talking about Ryan's body punching because he stopped Luke Campbell to the body, but I mean Tank has stopped several people to the body. Like I'm pretty sure he stopped Pedraza to the body. He stopped Mario Barrios to the body. He's a great body puncher himself, and Ryan obviously shelled up. I mean, he opened up in that second round, and then he paid for it, and then ever since then, ever since that knockdown, he just bitched up and and Tank was just hawking him down the whole time. I haven't really seen any Tank fights for a while now where he actually dominated the fight like that. Like he was winning every fucking round. I mean, Ryan won I gave Ryan the first round because Tank didn't even throw any punches in the first round, and then Ryan came out swinging hard in that second round. He paid for it. And then he shelled up the whole time, and you can just tell by watching the fight that Tank knew what the fuck he was doing, and this kid didn't have any chance at all.
There you go.
Like that was like that's where Ryan Garcia goes from here. I mean, obviously they're not going to be getting. Oscar De La Hoya was talking about, you can get 2-3 fights out of this bullshit. That ain't fucking happening because this guy Tank Davis is obviously on a way different fucking level.
Come on, the language
than Ryan Garcia is. I mean, how can you watch that fight and say he's not?
No, I'm just saying the language. Language.
Like, how can? I apologize about the language.
That's all right. That's all right.
But where Tank goes from here, man. Obviously, I like to see him fight either Devin or Shakur. Obviously, Shakur's last fight was interesting because he kind of he wasn't moving around as much. He was sitting down on his shots, and that obviously would not work at all against someone like Tank Davis. He'd get sparked the fuck out if the way he fought Yoshino or fucking whatever the fuck that fucking Jap's name was. And that's a guy that like these people that like love like Golovkin and all that shit. Like, they would talk about this guy Yoshino. Like, you saw him, he fought Shakur, obviously not anywhere close to that fucking level at all. And he got stopped, and maybe honestly, Shakur's only like 23, 24 still. So he is he's developing physically, still. And but anyway, nobody should challenge Tank Davis in terms of punching power. I don't care who you are. The Lomachenko fight would have been interesting 4 years ago at 130 pounds, right? After Lomachenko loses to Devin Haney, if they want to, if they want to just like Top Rank wants to cut ties with him, and then Lomachenko get a payday for fighting Tank Davis on Showtime or whatever. I mean, that's a possibility. That would still be interesting, but like
all right, Olaf.
I mean, like
you got to speed it up, man, because we got a lot of phone calls here.
All right, man. That was it, man. I just thought that Tank Davis was that performance there put him on my pound for pound list, even though
interesting.
Most of most of the guys that he fought, I mean, like you got to put him on the pound for pound now.
I don't know about that, though. I don't know about that. They said that he was an Instagram model and all that, so I don't know if beating him really merits that. But listen, Olaf, we gotta move on to
I didn't think he was. I didn't think the kid was that fucking bad. Honestly, I mean, whatever, guys. You got a bunch of phone calls. You guys are busy, so thank you for taking my call and take care.
Thank you, man. Take it easy out there. That was Olaf calling in. He wasn't all that displeased with the event, so you see, some people actually enjoyed it. I think the upset of the night was that there wasn't a shootout or anything. Maybe because they kept the crowd clean or something. I don't know. They got metal detectors. But I mean, listen, knock on wood. I hope nothing happened outside in the parking lot or in the streets. The night is young, but hopefully I wake up in the morning and I don't see any bad news, if you know what I mean. Let's go to another phone call. And don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. 214, you're on the air. 214, what's on your mind?
That's me.
214, you're on the air.
Hello?
Yeah, you're on the air.
All right, it's Ace, 144. Yeah, man, I talk about the fight, BDA. Shout out to Gonzalo and Jimmy and everybody on that panel, man. I'll be watching you on the daily.
That's right. There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I like to talk about the fight today, man. Ryan Garcia, man, he showed no heart. Gervonta Davis, as soon as he knocked him down in the second round, he fell short. He fell short, and he just backed off. He just backed off on Gervonta Davis, and I think that's what made Gervonta Davis kept pressing forward. And there's like three things that I want to talk about. There's three things that makes a competition, makes a champion. It's a heart. It's first thing is heart, being competitive and athletic. The thing about Gervonta Davis, he had heart, he was competitive, and he was athletic. Ryan Garcia, he was kind of athletic, he was competitive, but he didn't have heart, So that would made Gervonta Davis more better than him. You gotta have these three things in you for order for you to be a world champion.
There you go. That's a good breakdown right there. It's a good breakdown. Did you buy the fight, by the way?
Nah, I didn't buy the fight, man. I went to a bar to go watch it.
Oh, okay, there you go. So there's bars. May I ask what city you're in?
I'm in Dallas, Texas, 214.
Interesting. They show the fight. They show boxing there in bars, man. That's interesting, because I know there's people that were saying, there was a caller earlier. He was in the Texas area, I believe. He said, he was in Texas too, not Dallas, but it was Houston, I think. And he said he couldn't find the fight. So good for you, man. Good for you. Well, listen.
No. Yeah, that's true. That's true, because look, check this out. I went to two different areas where they didn't show the fight, and I went to a different area where they did show the fight, and they did show the fight in that area. But I had to wait in line to watch the fight, But I mean, but they did show the fight, but it wasn't showing the fight in a lot of areas down here in Texas, to be honest with you. BDA.
Interesting. See, that's I'm interested in where.
No valen verga. Huh?
Well, listen, hey, at least you were able to catch it, man. Well, listen, 214, we do have to move on to another phone call, but thank you for your call, and take it easy out there.
All right, BD. Thank you for the call, man. Thank you.
You too, man. Have a good night. All right. We still got phone calls here. Let's go to 872. 872, you're on the air. 872, what's on your mind?
Hello, first time caller here.
All right, 872, good to have you on board. What's
Hello?
up, man? Yeah, 872, it's good to have you on board, man. What's up? Oh, he hung up. What the fuck? Maybe I was too late in replying. Shout out to... Okay, let's go to a phone call, actually. 402, you're on the air. 402, what's on your mind?
Hey, man, my name's Josh. I'm having a great time listening to people break things down. I'm hearing a lot of cool stuff on here. It's a good show.
Thank you. Thank you, man.
So I'm one of the guys that bought the pay-per-view, and I'm glad I did, though it was more expensive than I'd like. I don't really know much about these two fighters leading up into the fight. I more follow, probably like a lot of casuals, like myself, follow the heavyweight division for the drama of Tyson Fury and all that. But, I'd heard that Davis was this really, like, slick, technical guy who was a real force in this weight division. And I, like probably a ton of other people, just sort of knew of Ryan Garcia as a, up and coming, really popular on social media. I watched some of his highlight reels, and you definitely can't like deny he has some really explosive like combinations, and you wonder like outside of the highlight reel, like put him in a real fight with Tank Davis. Of course I wanted to see how that went. My thoughts on the fight: I thought Ryan was fighting a great first round, exactly what he needed to do. Cautious, and Tank was feeling him out. When he got caught in the second, that was just sort of, I feel like the pattern for that fight for Ryan would be he would have these sort of explosive combinations where he'd kind of be overreaching and putting himself out of position and leaving himself susceptible to counters, which would inevitably catch him. So I felt like once I saw that second round knockdown, I felt like it was only going to be another couple rounds before we saw that same scenario play out again. And I think on the cards they had Tank winning just about every round, didn't they?
I don't know. I didn't check it out, man. I had to leave, but I think they had like 7 rounds. So I think it was 5-1, something like that. To Tank Davis. But listen, we got to move on here to our phone call, man. But interesting breakdown, very interesting breakdown. Interesting to see also that you bought the fight, and we'll call back next time, all right, man?
Yep.
All right, take it easy out there.
Yep, thanks.
There you go. Let's go to another phone call. Let's go to 863. 863, you're on the air. 863, what's on your mind?
Hello?
Yes, you're on the air.
Hello?
You're on the air, and I can hear you on the background. You need to put your speakers on. Don't. I mean your earbuds on. Don't listen on the screen.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. What's up?
Yeah, fuck you guys, jerk off.
You're still on the air, man. Go ahead. No, he hung up. All right. Let's go to another phone call. Let's go to 832. And don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps out. 832, you're on the air. 832, what's on your mind?
You can hear me? BDA?
Yes, we can hear you, 832.
All right, man. This is Straight G Turo. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if you took it on my prediction. Well, it was right before the fight. I think I mentioned you on the Discord server. I was like, take my prediction down. I got Garcia by knockout.
I think
Boy, was I wrong. However, I will say this though. In the shows before, I did mention, and I done mentioned this before. I said if Tank Davis knocks out Ryan Garcia, it's gonna be to the body. So that's realistically, that's like the main thing he could reach. So, and I guess I was right in that aspect. I was, but at the end of the day, like right before the fight, I did pick Ryan. So, I mean, but it is what it is, isn't it? So
now I gotta ask you though.
The thing. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Ask me.
Go ahead.
No. Ask me. Oh, you're gonna.
I was gonna ask what I'm asking everybody. The fight. Did you purchase the fight?
Me personally, no. But people.
Oh boy.
I was watching that at a friend's house, but I probably would have paid for it. But if it came down to it, but somebody already set it up, so we went. So,
as long as you paid for the beverages and the munchies, and you're all good.
Yeah, we good.
You never show up to somebody's house empty-handed. Hey, but okay, who do you want to see Tank Davis fight next?
To be honest, you want me to be perfectly honest with you, BD?
I don't want you to lie.
I think I think I don't know. To be honest, I wouldn't mind seeing a rematch with Rolly Romero. Yes, Rolly did get knocked out technically, but for the most part, I think he could correct his mistake. And if he corrects that mistake that he did against Tank, being predictable, I think his awkward style would give Tank a lot. Like, I know it's crazy. It's crazy for me trying to bring up Rolly Romero, but I mean, at the end of the day, he is. To be honest, I would say his Tank's hardest fight yet. And but if it's not that, the person I really think could beat Tank that I would actually see, forget the Rolly, but the person I wouldn't mind seeing that, but the person I really want to see Tank fight is Shakur, because unlike Ryan, Shakur would actually be willing to he's not gonna be gun shy like Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia, he jabbed and he would try to counter with the left hook as he was stepping back, right?
Mm-hmm.
But for the most part, he wasn't string. When it really came down to Tank Davis trading a lot of punches, he wasn't there for it. And I mean, he would initiate attacks on Tank Davis and land right hooks and right uppercuts, and then Tank would hold, and then he would let off, right? But then after that, after the ref will separate them, he would try to jab, first and second contact. But after the first and second contact, first little touches, he would be gun shy. He wouldn't. He would shell up. You seen him, BDA. You seen him shell up. And even Tank Davis, he was running circles around him. He was Oh, this is another thing I wanted to bring up.
Last point, Straight G. Last point, because we got please make it your last point because we got to move on here. We're running out of time.
Yeah. You know what's interesting? You know what? I just thought about this when I was watching a fight. It's kind of like the Mayweather effect, right? When you're chasing a guy around the ring that keeps doing lateral movement, shuffling around laterally, I mean, they want you to run in. I don't know if you ever seen the Demetrius Mighty Mouse Johnson in the UFC. He's knocked guys out like this. When they're trying to step in, when they're shuffling forward, boom, he catches them, and that's what Tank would catch Ryan. And then when they would exchange, at the end of the day, you saw what happened. He knocked Ryan out to the body. I don't think Ryan quit or anything like that, but yeah, that's pretty much my point. So
there you go, Straight G.
Mr. BA, yes. No. Have a good one, man.
You too, man. Thank you for your call, man. Take it easy out there. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, that's what I said was gonna be the plan for Tank Davis. Move around, get this guy to overcommit, hypnotize him. The way you hypnotize a snake with the flute, and then you catch him. And I mean, that's the plan. Ryan Garcia and Joe Goosen must have known that was a plan, and yet they still overcommitted. So it just goes to show you it's easier to know something. I mean, it's easy to know something, but then to actually do it, it's a whole other ballgame inside that square circle, as I like to say. Hey, don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. Straight G Turo, did he mention that Shakur versus Stevenson versus Davis? Because I think he's a Shakur Stevenson guy. And on top of that, if they actually could make that fight, which they're not going to, unfortunately, for various reasons, they could probably try to get the, Shakur Stevens is really trying to play the Puerto Rican angle because he's half Puerto Rican. So, hey, maybe they could follow, they could try to get the Puerto Ricans in there somehow. I don't know. It's a bit of a stretch, but if anybody can make it work, it's Top Rank. Let's go to another phone call here. Let's go to 804. 804, you're on the air. 804, what's on your mind?
What's going on, BDA?
What's up, 804? What's on your mind?
Man, listen. Before the fight, I thought that Ryan had a shot. Because really, I don't like Gervonta. But Ryan fixed absolutely nothing. Still kept his chin up in the air. Didn't fight for foot position whatsoever. Didn't throw enough right hands. I thought when he did throw right hands, for the most part, he was effective. But he just didn't do it for some odd reason. And he fell into his punches like Sean Porter, like he normally does. He fixed nothing. I don't know what Joe Goosen was doing, training him. I don't know if Ryan just didn't listen. Maybe they just didn't have enough time working together. I don't know. But I think he just fell apart, really. when it going got tough. And he kept trying to take the inside angle on Gervonta when he should have been trying to take the outside angle. And that's why he got caught with that left in the second round. It put him over. You could even see the back of his knee was behind Gervonta's knee, so it like fell over. Even though I think the push would have put him down anyway, but because he was in the wrong position. It just I don't know what the game plan was.
Well, the foot positioning thing is a little bit overrated, though. I mean, and hey, Ryan Garcia, I thought he was doing well, man. I thought, if he would have capitalized on a couple of things, he could have actually made it better, but he just didn't have, a lot of callers have been saying he didn't have the wherewithal to really push it, especially after the second round knockdown. That really took the wind out of his sails. Yeah. So, I mean, hey, listen, we don't always get the predictions right here, but the fights usually do play out, like the skills and the things we point out. Some of them, not all of them, obviously. Some of them come into play. But hey, caller, did you end up purchasing the fight?
I did not. I went to a friend's house and watched it because he bought it, and he had like 20 people over there. So I know he got his money back.
Now, did you go in there with some treats, some beverages?
No, I did not. Not at all. I don't.
Wait a minute. Wait. So he paid for the fight, and then on top of that, you raided his fridge.
Well, I mean, listen. I gave him I gave him $10. If everybody in there gave him $10, he probably made $100 on the fight.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So everyone pitched in. Okay, you hadn't said that. Okay, there you go. All right. Well, there you go. Hey, what fight do you want to see Tank Davis in against next, or who do you want to see him against next?
To be honest, I would like to see him fight Shakur. I don't like either guy, but I feel like Shakur's style will give Tank more problems. And the winner of Tank versus Shakur should fight the winner of Haney versus Loma. That's the way I want to see it play out. I don't think it's going to happen like that, though. It's too beautiful for boxing to play out like that.
Yeah, he's got options. All right, well, listen, caller, good call, man. Thank you for your input, and call back next time, right, man?
Yeah, have a good one.
Thank you. All right, well, that concludes it for today's segment of calls. Maybe we'll wait a little bit too. Gonzalo, since you were such a good... hey, listen, Gonzalo, first of all, good for you to stay online here, although I know it's daytime over there for you, so we got 100% Gonzalo here. The full version of Gonzalo. I want to thank you for staying on. We'll stay on for a little bit more because I want to get your take on the fight, maybe some things that you want to touch on in case you're not there tomorrow. And I can take a little bit of a break too and go to the restroom. I mean, the latrine, as you like to say. So if you want to take it away, Gonzalo.
Yeah, that was a good win. I mean, against a guy, there's no excuse for Ryan. I was picking him. I mean, as far as the points I made, I thought they were pretty good, solid points. Boxing is a game of opportunity, and sometimes what you say doesn't come to fruition, but it's just what it is, man. One guy's got to win, one's got to lose. Sometimes it's a draw. But congratulations to Tank. Hopefully he fights a world champion now in the division. I thought it was a solid body shot, caught him flush right under the rib cage. And yeah, Ryan Garcia, he's heavy with the left hook. He got caught stepping in. Took a solid shot, I think. And Tank Davis is already short, compact, especially if the guy's running into a trail left hook that he's turning into it. A southpaw, he hits hard to the liver because that aligns with that side of the body. It was a good win. And can't hate on the guy. Does it mean that I didn't want Ryan Garcia to win? Well, yeah, but I mean, he's the one that lost, and he's got to own up to it. Whether he decides to retire or not, that's up to him. I think he's still got a future. Yeah, he made a mistake. I still think he's good, but that's just boxing, man. That's just boxing, and it's what was I gonna say? Sometimes the game plan works and sometimes it doesn't. And I mean, I was thinking Davis was going to get the knockdown and Ryan was going to get up. I got that part right. But then again, when Ryan continued to press, Tank Davis proved to be the more solid guy. He proved to be the more solid. He proved. No, there's probably like a power out or something. I don't know. He proved to be the more solid guy, and maybe it had a little bit to do with the weight class.
Well, he says I just checked it out on Twitter, and he claims that he's not blaming it on the weight cut. So I mean, good for him. He's not. He could. I mean, he's got a valid reason to throw that in there, but he's choosing not to. So good for him, man. Listen, you take the fight. Eventually, you gotta whether it really affected you or not. You gotta go with it. You can't live in the past. And again, that's why I don't understand when people like if Tank Davis would have lost, I think he would have taken a bigger hit with his fans. But it wouldn't have been the end of his career. Same thing with Ryan Garcia. It's just, you lose. Again, this is the type of stuff, Gonzalo, that's hurting the sport. These guys that, he should retire after a loss. I mean, this is why these young fighters are scared of fighting each other. Because they're afraid that one loss. And did you see Pacquiao was in the crowd? And they asked him about that. They said, hey, one loss doesn't define you. He goes, of course not.
Yeah, I saw that. And what's the man that was asking him the questions? Jim Gray.
Yeah,
he kind of rubbed it in that Mayweather beat you, but he was kind of smiling, like thinking to himself, well, he didn't beat me, like you're saying. He probably thought he won still, or still thinks till this day. But I mean, he graciously answered, I guess, and said, "Yeah, it's true." I mean, we all know that Pacquiao had a great career.
Yeah, I wouldn't read that. I wouldn't read too much into the Jim Gray thing because Jim Gray is a bit of a. I don't want to say autistic or Asperger's, but he does, he's got no feelings, it seems. Like he'll just ask a question straight up like a robot to get an answer. But you said he was smiling, so hey, you never know. Excuse me, I was taking a sip of water there. Jeez Louise. Gonzalo, who do you want to see Tank Davis fight next?
I'd say a good fight for Tank Davis. I mean, obviously, he's not going to step into like another major fight with one of the champions, like right off the. I don't think. I mean, I would want him to face Lomachenko's tied up right now, but maybe Jermaine Ortiz.
Gonzalo, you still there?
Hello.
Yeah, you still there? Okay.
Lomachenko's tied up with Haney. Shakur's free, but I don't think he'll jump into that one or the Pitbull Cruz fight. Maybe somebody like Jermaine Ortiz.
Yeah, I think they're gonna. Yeah.
Or how about Cordina? Cordina, isn't that the same weight? He just got a championship title, so he's up. He's up there too. He can. Yeah, but no, he's not the same division.
Exactly. Yeah, I was gonna say that. Okay, so yeah, the other thing I wanted to mention was, I think they're gonna keep it in house because look at everything they had to do to make this fight. They had to do a fucking catch weight, rehydration clause, push no tune-up for Ryan Garcia, push the weigh-in at a later date, blah blah blah. So they got that win now. Their Q profile or their Q rating has to have gone up a little bit. By how much I don't know, but it has to have gone up. So if you thought they were gonna keep things in-house before, I suspect that that's what they're gonna do. I do not foresee them challenging. Like there was a caller who called in from New Jersey. He said. He expects Tank Davis to call out the winner of Lomachenko versus what's his name? Haney versus Lomachenko. I don't know about that, man. I don't know if that's really going to happen. I hope it does, but I also think he's definitely not going to call out Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Stevenson just barely got to 35. He's got no belt. He's starting to become an attraction in New Jersey, but again, he's just starting to. So, Gonzalo, what do you think? You think they're gonna, like you said, you think he's gonna rematch Rolly Romero or Isaac Cruz?
I don't think so. I don't think he wants part of Isaac Cruz. Isaac Cruz got a hell of a chin, and Rolly Romero probably. Rolly Romero's not really like a good boxer fundamentally. He kind of sucks. He's a big dude. He probably should move up in weight to like welterweight, Rolando Romero. But I mean, there's more skillful guys out there like Jermaine Ortiz. Whether he remains at 135, I don't know, because this was at 136. So he sucked Ryan down to 136, but he's fought at 140 before. So what is he going to fight at 135 next time or make a catch weight at 136, 137 against another 140-pounder? Mm-hmm. I mean, because Ryan was kind of in the middle. He's had already moved up. But who are you going to call out, a 40-pounder or 35? Are you going to call a 40-pounder and bring him up to 36? Or what's the deal?
Yeah, you got a good point there, Gonzalo, because, first of all, the plan, I think, was to have Rolly Romero beat Puello, or not necessarily have him beat him, although I think they would prefer if he would have beaten him, and then the winner of that fight against Tank Davis at 140. But now that Puello tested positive and he's been taken out of that fight, I don't know if even if Romero beats fucking old ass Ismael Barroso, is that really an appetizing fight for Tank Davis? But like I said, maybe they don't have any other choice. Like Isaac Cruz hasn't fought in a while either. He would need to be there active to try to get something done. But hey, I wanted to ask you too about the fight itself.
There's a bunch of guys. There's a bunch of guys out there. Like, there's so many fighters at 135. Off the top of my head, I can't think of them, but Cepeda, whatnot.
Yeah,
there's a
bunch
of guys there.
We'll see if they make those fights happen, man. Anything else you want to say, man? Because I'm about ready to wrap it up here. No more calls.
That's pretty much it, BD. If you come back on tomorrow, we'll do a show tomorrow. But if not, congratulations to Tank Davis. Hopefully Ryan Garcia don't take the fight too hard. For me, I'm winning. I feel good about myself. You know, I'm not gonna quit talking about boxing. Sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. Hey, but I'm just a fan of the sport. And at the end of the day, I wanted him to win. But hey, it is what it is. This is boxing, man.
Yeah, I remember one time when which one was it? Yeah, it was one of the Kambosos fights when I think it must have been the first one when Haney beat Kambosos, and somebody was in the comment section saying, "Oh, Australia's crying." And then Butcher was like, does this asshole really think Australians are crying, like taking a fight that serious? Like that sounds like that these people are projecting their own feelings. Like, it's a fucking fight. You know, the people that are afraid, I don't understand. They live vicariously through fighters. I would suggest you don't do that because everyone loses. Your guy's going to lose eventually too. So I hope they don't go crazy the way the Wilder fans did. I've never seen anything like the Wilder phenomenon. When he lost, my goodness, some people lost their minds. In any event, we shall return okay, because it's the morning here, so technically it's Sunday already. And Gonzalo, if we do it at about 12 a.m., 1 p.m. my time here, Eastern, that means over there would be 1 in the morning, right?
Yeah, I'm always up at nighttime.
All right. Oh, so actually, so today, right now, are you supposed to be asleep or?
No, last night I slept early.
Oh, there you go.
Because I had worked out. I had worked out for 2 days in a row, and I was like dead tired. You know, when you're older, like Manny Pacquiao said, it's all good, but you gotta take a day off. You gotta learn how to rest in between like you're training.
That's the
Sabbath. So I'm really going hard with that. Right? I feel good. Yeah,
there you go.
Feel good hitting my quarterback, man. But I don't know if I should like get rid of it, toss it somewhere, or just like pull it back and let it fucking hit me in the head a couple of times and post it online. Take my legs, you know.
Use it for body movement. I mean, yeah, head movement. Head movement.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had it, I'd be using it all the time. If I had one as awesome as yours, that's all I'll say about that. And by the way, shout out to Paul Atreides, because he donated with a super chat, but I don't think he left the message. If he did, I couldn't see it. So shout out to Paul Atreides, and he says, Gonzalo, which part of Philippines are you from? Gonzalo, he wants to know which part of the Philippines you're in.
Yeah, well, I'm not Filipino, but I live here. I live in close to General Santos, where Manny Pacquiao's from, about an hour away. About almost an hour exactly. I said hour 10 minutes.
There you go. And it's warm all year round over there. Well, listen, Gonzalo, thanks a lot, man, for sticking around. Good to hear from you. Your early thoughts on this fight. Hopefully you're there on tomorrow's show. Well, it's tomorrow for you, today for me. And yeah.
Yeah, of course, VD, of course.
I'm falling as now. I'm telling you, I'm losing my rhythm here because I'm not used to staying up this late doing a show this late, so my timing's a little off. But listen, hey, again, thank you, Gonzalo, for showing up. Thanks to everybody who called in. Really appreciate it. If we continue we may continue the tradition like this, where after every big fight, and I'm talking big fight, not just hardcore big fight, for hardcores, we could continue this format where we just take calls. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed giving you guys the opportunity to call in, give us your thoughts. Shout out to everybody. Don't leave the super chat as well. Really appreciate it. Don't forget to hit the like button on the way out. Look at that. 246 people, and we didn't even get to 200 likes. Almost. 13 left. So come on, 13 people out there. That's all I'm asking. That's all we're asking over here. 13 people, hit the like. You get us to 200, and it really helps us out. So like I said, thanks again to everybody that donated the super chat, everybody that called in. Oh, hold on a second. We got a last call here before we go. 281, you're on the air. 281, what's on your mind?
Hello?
Yes, 281, you're on the air.
You're talking to me? There's 281 right here.
Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah, I just wanted to say, that Tank Davis was supposed to win this fight. You know what I'm saying? All the odds were in his favor. When is Tank Davis going to fight a real fighter like Shakur? Shakur Stevenson. And when he does fight Shakur Stevenson, are they going to want 20 weight stipulations? We all knew Ryan Garcia was weak. We all knew Ryan Garcia was supposed to lose this fight. Come on now. All the odds were stacked against him. You know what I'm saying? This is Flip from Houston, Texas. Now, I want to know when's Tank Davis going to fight a real fighter like Shakur Stevenson?
Well, he didn't mention any names, apparently, after the fight. He just said, whatever my management wants, he gave thanks to Floyd Mayweather. And, he didn't bring up any of those names that are on the other side of the street.
And why do you think he did that? What's the purpose of that?
I don't know. You tell me.
I'm going to tell you why. Because you know damn well Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney are not going to accept any weight stipulations. Keyshawn Davis is not going to accept any bullshit stipulations like Ryan Garcia did. Ryan Garcia was a fool. Ryan Garcia was an idiot for accepting those weight stipulations. You got to fight at 136, and it's a 10-pound dehydration clause. Let's call it what it is. It's not a rehydration clause. It's a dehydration clause to make him weaker. Ryan Garcia accepted that. Nobody else that is an elite fighter at 135 or 140 will accept that. And Tank Davis knows that. So when will he fight the real elite fighters? Regis Prograis, Teofimo Lopez, Josh Taylor at 140, or Shakur Stevenson, Devin Haney, Loma at 135? The answer is never. Because they will never accept those ridiculous weight stipulations.
That is a negative and dire prediction. I hope it doesn't come true. I hope you're wrong, and I hope we get the best fighting the best. But you know what, man? History suggests otherwise. By the way, just to your point, because people say, well, it's excuses, blah, blah, blah. Errol Spence last evening posted a photograph of Ryan Garcia at the weigh-in, and he said, look at his eyes. You can tell he spent the whole morning in the bathtub. And then he was laughing. So he's saying, look, he's telling you he was wagering. So if you're going against that notion, you're going against the champ, Errol Spence. And I know the Tank fans are Errol Spence fans. So I don't know how they're going to figure that one out, their caller. What do you think about that?
I mean, that's different. But we're talking about Tank Davis. You know damn well he will not accept no elite challenge at 135 or 140 without 20 weight stipulations. Imagine Tank Davis versus Shakur Stevenson. He's going to want him to fight at 130 with a 5-pound weight stipulation. Obviously, I'm not speculating, but you know it's going to be something like that. Tank Davis will never fight Shakur Stevenson or Josh Taylor in a straight-up match. You know he won't. And we saw this tonight. You got to agree with me.
We shall see. Hey, listen, unfortunately, I hope you're wrong, man, because I want to see him fight somebody. I don't want to see him against Rolly Romero.
No, I want to see that. I want to see it. I want to see it as well. But you know what's not going to happen. Tank Davis is scared. He showed it before. He showed it against Lomachenko. He's been dodging Lomachenko since 2017, 2018. And the only way he fought Ryan was in a weakened state when he weight drained him to 136, and he put a dehydration clause. That's why I said dehydration, not rehydration. Dehydration clause. That's what it is. Tank Davis has got that pussy, and he showed it before against Lomachenko, and he showed it against Ryan. Who wanted to debate me? Who out there wanted to debate me? So I can smash him right now.
If somebody wants to debate you, we can do a kumite next week.
Somebody from the LGBTQ plus want to debate me, huh? Somebody from the LGBTQ plus want to debate me. Let me smash him right now. Tank Davis is a pussy, and he's been having that pussy. Where they at? Where they at? LGBTQ plus. Where y'all at?
Caller, I'm going to put the link to the Discord in the chat. Make sure to join it. That way, when we do a kumite
debate. Anybody
debate...
who's LGBTQ plus, hit on that link. Hit that link up and debate me.
No, caller.
Plus, hit that link and debate me.
Caller, hear me out here. You gotta, if you click on the link, join the Discord, and that way, when we do a kumite debate show, you can jump in and take on all comers. All right, man? We gotta move on to another phone call, though. Thank you for your call.
Yes,
Take
sir.
it easy out there.
Yes, sir.
Have a good night. That was great energy, man. Shit, fuck, I should have asked his name. I'm getting a little sloppy here, fellas. It's that time of the night. Usually I'm already asleep with my electric blanket and my orthopedic pillow. 215, you're on the air. 215, what's on your mind?
Yo, what up? What up, B? Yeah, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, 205. Go ahead.
Yeah, first thing, shout out to the last Carlos. He had the right energy. He gave me a lot of great points. Although I picked Ryan to win. I thought he had there's really only a few ways he could win this fight. He threw it out immediately. Mm-hmm. But one of the things that's on my mind now, especially I just got done watching the press conference, right? And he basically said something you said earlier, where he's just going to put it in his management's hands and just, take the fight that they put in front of him. And watching that fight, it's so fucking disappointing, dude, because, a lot of people want him in the top 10 pound for pound list, right? Like, a lot of people think he belongs in the top 3, shit like that. If he's that good, right, and a lot of people think he is, that's fine. He needs to be fighting the Lomachenkos, the Stevensons, the Haneys, because there's, as a boxing fan, at least that's what it feels like, right? Like, he could be this great boxer who would be the face of boxing, do what Canelo does and take all the challenges. Like, I feel like the fact that he doesn't do that, it's just, I don't know, it's disappointing as a boxing fan, because tonight, with getting a treat like this, yeah, there were the stipulations and shit, but I still think, I can't speak for everyone, but I had a good night as a boxing fan getting a treat like this. We deserve more shit like this, and if he really wants to be the face of boxing, and he's just pound for pound, top guy, like people were saying, I think he needs to take these top fights. What do you think?
All right. Well, hey, listen, that's an interesting point right there, man. And yeah, there were a lot of disappointed people out there. Some people didn't really enjoy the card overall, not just the main event. So it is what it is, man. You take a risk. Well, listen, 215, man. Anything else you want to say before we move on?
No, not really. I think I think Ryan will be back. I think going up will help him out. I think he's an experienced show tonight. I think he just needs to get more experience. And I think his game plan was just off. I think get more fights, build up some wins. Maybe get a rematch down the line, maybe not. But he still has a lot of potential. I hope he doesn't get in his own head like he was before. Just keep grinding, and hopefully him and Tank both do the same and take tough fights. And sports should be in a good place.
Hopefully. Potential. That's what the caller said. Potential. All right, well, listen, 215, thank you for your call. Call back next time, all right, man? Take it easy out there.
You got it, bro.
All right, don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Before I go on to the next call, let me just check the likes here. Hey, fuckers, we're still at 187. Get us to 200. 13 more likes, and we get to 200. Otherwise, I'm ending it right now. What do you think about that? That's my threat of belligerence. All right, 419, you're on the air. 419, what's on your mind? 419, you're on the air. Don't tell me you went away, man. Did we keep you on hold too long? 419, you're on the air. Going once.
Going twice. Hello. I'm sorry.
No problem. I hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. Hello, Bucho. To the panel, and I don't know if it's a panel. I'm just calling in. I didn't see the fight. I was working. I would like to, for you to tell me, did it really look that bad as people said it did? Because when I got home, I listened to a podcast, and they were like, Ryan was getting some good hits in, but they said he looked like he should not even be in the ring with Tank. Is that true?
Well, I'll give you the breakdown real quick. What happened was, first round, nobody did shit. Second round, Ryan started to turn it on. And then he got careless, got caught with a counter left, got dropped. Then afterwards, again, he started becoming way too cautious. Nobody was really doing much. Tank Davis was just moving around. He started clinching at some point. And then in the sixth, Ryan Garcia started pressing again. And then in the seventh, he continued pressing, and boom, he caught Tank Davis with a left hook, but then Tank Davis caught him at the same time with a body shot, and that was all she wrote. It was an uneventful fight, but I'll tell you what, though, caller, it was tense. It was a tense affair, especially after the second round, where you knew both guys were pound punchers and that something was going to happen afterwards. So it was, yeah.
Go ahead. I'm listening to you. I didn't see the fight.
From 1 to 10, I'll give it a 6, 7 in terms of entertainment. It wasn't action packed, but like I said, it was tense because you just didn't know when the punch was going to come from either guy.
Okay, so it wasn't like a Yardy versus Beatrice fight or a Lee Woods versus Laura fight. Then was Tank totally dominant in your eyes?
Yeah. I thought he was. Yeah, he was one step ahead of Ryan Garcia, especially after he dropped him in the second round. But what Beterbiev did to Yardy is what what's his name, Tank Davis wanted to do to Ryan Garcia, and he didn't really do it. I mean, he dropped him once, and then he started looking for the counter, and he finally got in the seventh. But it wasn't no beatdown.
Oh, it wasn't a beatdown because everybody's talking about a liver shot, right? And they're saying like B-Hop, he hit a liver shot with Oscar De La Hoya, but people are not talking about. Remember when Roy Jones he knocked out Virgil Hill with a liver shot, and he knocked out Montel Griffith with a liver shot. Was it like that? Like where you saw, a motherfucker bend down to his he's a southpaw, right?
I'll tell you what happened. Just a slight correction. Jones dropped fucking Virgil Hill with he broke his rib, and he caught Montel Griffin with a leaping left hook. It wasn't a body shot, but this type of body shot, caller, this body shot today, I didn't see the replay. It happened so fast, and I had to jump off to do the stream here, so I didn't catch it. But people that called in told me that it was right on the money with the liver. So that's what it was, man. So that's what it was. Well, listen, caller, I got to move on to another phone call here, man. But
that's all I got to say. Thank you, and when I look out for me on the chat when I be at work, and I know you do. I'll be in tune with the show. I know you got to go, and shouts out to you, Bucho. Good props.
It's BDA.
Good
by
talk.
The way, it's
Bye.
BDA. It's BDA. All right, take it easy, other man.
All right, BDA. Peace.
Take it easy. Thank you for your call. There you go. Some people couldn't catch the fight, and we're doing a service here to the people, giving them an update on what happened. I wish we could stream the fight. I would actually put it on and rewatch it. All right, let's go to the phone call here. Let's go to 323. 323, you're on the air. 323, what's on your mind?
What's up, BDA? How's it going? Los Madrazos here. So I was at a little party to watch the fight. All the guys from the gym came over to a friend's house. And, man, it was a tense fight for a while. It was intense. I mean, you needed a chainsaw to cut through that fucking. It was thick, man. It was. We were on the edge of our seats because when Ryan started putting it on, people started like getting up out of their chairs and screaming out. But when he got dropped, one thing I got to say though, BDA, was why was Ryan fighting Tank's fight? That's what he was doing, and that's what he's guilty of. And I would have thought Joe Goosen would have known better than that, man. Well,
I got to ask you, though, what did you want him to do?
What was that?
What did you want Ryan Garcia to do?
Well, I didn't want him to fight Tank's fight. I mean, Tank kept lowering him in, and it's kind of what he did with Rolly. He was like lowering Rolly in. He was just kept backing up. He kept fighting off the back foot, lowering him into a trap. And in the exchanges, I wanted Tank to lower that hook because he kept missing his head. He should have been aiming more to the body, and he wasn't. He was headhunting a little too much for my taste. He was taking those solid. Taking those solid rights from. The solid lefts from Davis, all right. I thought he was taking those solid hits well. All things considered, I think he took a lot of the head hits from Davis pretty well. And he didn't seem too rattled by that knockdown. That knockdown was a good flush hit. Also, he was off balance too, but he got up right away and he wasn't hurt. I just don't think that he should have been following him too much. I think he was playing the Davis game a little too much, and I think he should have laid traps of his own, and I just don't know why that didn't happen. Anyway, it was a tense fight. It wasn't that great. It wasn't that, it had moments, but overall, I knew Davis was going to win. All the advantages were stacked in his favor from the ref on down. But it was a little disappointing for me because I think he's a piece of shit. But aside from that, no, Davis. I just think Davis is a piece of shit. I don't know.
I mean, you're not wrong,
been
but...
I don't really care about either guy. I really don't have a horse in the race. I really don't. Like, I don't follow or care about Ryan Garcia, and I don't really care about Tank. They're good fighters. They're not elite fighters, but they're good fighters. And it was nice to see this fight because there was a lot of build up for the fight. But I don't know. What do you think? Don't you think he was kind of playing into Tank's fight more than dictating the fight? I mean, Tank maintained ring generalship, and Ryan was falling into that.
Well, let me defer to see if Gonzalo. Gonzalo, did you hear what Maranazos had to say? And if so, what do you think?
Can you repeat again? I'm sorry. I am listening, but my son was...
He said that, do you think Ryan Garcia did the right thing? Do you think he was playing into Tank Davis's game too much by following him around?
Well, that's what I expected him to do, and that's what I thought would have been the best game plan to press him. But the thing, just like analyzing, I mean, you learn, you live and you learn. Actually, as a fan, you do too. And as somebody that's part of a panel, look, watch. He's real heavy with the lead hand, so obviously his feet sometimes are like all over the place. It's like a go-kart with a race engine. He goes heavy with the front hand. His feet are gonna kind of not be under him, and he's falling into a little short, stocky dude. It's kind of like a brick wall, and he's standing in place, kind of taking the momentum from that guy coming in, and especially with the body shot that he landed, it was force on force. It was one guy coming in, while the other guy turning into him with the trail hand to the liver. So it's like, man, he just, he caught him, dude. Yeah, so actually, it wasn't the perfect game plan, but I think Ryan, his power was kind of lacking a little bit. Must have been the rehydration. It didn't have, I don't even think it had the same quickness, and it's like his punches, not necessarily bouncing off the other dude. Yeah, but Tank definitely was compact, and the weight, I think for a little dude, he still made it count. He was just a little bit stronger and sturdier than Ryan Garcia.
Well, there you go, Maradazos. I mean, I tend to agree with Gonzalo there. But yeah, one final point because we do have to go.
I agree. I agree with Gonzalo on that point too because he didn't have that snap. He didn't have that reaction time. Garcia. Realistically, he just didn't look like he had that snap in his punch, and it was a little bit slow, and he did look a little lethargic. That's one point, but I was just referring to the fact that he was fighting Tank's fight more than his own game plan, and that's what kind of I felt like was just slacking the commitment to his game plan.
I'll tell you what, man, I'm gonna rewatch the fight tomorrow and see if I can jump on the program. Maybe talk a little bit more about that because I thought that was what he was supposed to do: walk Tank Davis down and take little steps back. Well, listen, Don Maradazos, I gotta go, man, because I got more calls piling up here. But BDA, if you walk a guy down, you're supposed to throw more punches when you're walking a guy down. He was walking him down with a jab, and it wasn't that effective too. So. Oh,
that's the thing. That's the difference. If you walk a guy down, you walk a guy down with effective punches.
Yeah, I agree with that.
And he just stopped doing that.
I agree. Well, yeah, after the knockdown, he was he lost his wind. Well, listen, Don Maradazos, I gotta go. I gotta take other phone calls here.
That was it.
Thank you. There you go. Yeah.
Well, I'll call back tomorrow. Thanks for having me on, bro.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Take it easy out there. All right, that was Don Maradazos. Don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. We're not done yet. We still got other phone calls here. Let's go to 661. 661, you're on the air. 661, what's on your mind?
Hey, BDA.
Yes.
Hello? Yeah, all right, BDA, listen, not for nothing, but I gotta say, I have to completely disagree with your assessment and pretty much the assessment of everyone that's called in here. It seems like you guys are a bunch of Ryan Garcia fanboys. Tank Davis was in control of that fight the entire time. Ryan Garcia was outboxed and outclassed. You guys want to sit here and talk about some rehydration clause? Fine. You want to say the guy looks slow? I'll give you that. He did look slow. But it wasn't because of a rehydration clause. Ryan Garcia is not, I say again, not an elite fighter. Look at his resume. Today, what did he throw? All he did was throw that left hook. The entire time he threw a left hook. After that thing didn't land, he didn't know what to do. He could not adjust. He's defensively flawed, and he does not have boxing IQ. You guys need to stop this. This fight was, I'll say it wasn't a good fight. The card was horrendous. The build-up to this fight was bigger than the fight turned out to be. Ryan Garcia, again, is not an elite fighter, and you guys really have to stop this. Thank you for your time.
Hey, but wait a minute. You can just leave that like that. Like, break it down. What do we say that makes us? He hung up. I mean, come on, man. You gotta add a little meat to the bone. You can't just leave it like that. But hey, that's what he chose to do. All right, don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really helps us out. Who is next after this one? I think it's 281. 281, you're on the air. 281, what's on your mind?
Hey, yo. Who was that clown right there, man? Put me up against that clown. I'm ready for a debate, you hear me? Look, check it out, man. Check it out. Here's what happened.
He did a drive-by.
Hey, what's up, homie? Hey, check it out. Look, here's what happened. Ryan Garcia made two very, very, very basic and very, very, crucial mistakes. Number one, he did not even try to look for that V-foot dominance. He didn't even try to put his left foot on the outside of Tank Davis's right foot. He wasn't even looking for that. Matter of fact, if you go back 3 fights, all the way to the Luke Campbell fight, he wasn't even trying to do that on the Luke Campbell fight. He was trying to put his left foot on the inside, which is a big mistake. And that's why Tank got his ass. All right, number two, when he was throwing that left hook and he missed, whenever you throw a big shot and you miss, you were supposed to grab and hold. You're supposed to grab and hold, just like Tank Davis did. Tank Davis was grabbing and he was holding. Whenever Ryan Garcia was throwing the left hook, the leaping left hook, taking his feet off of the ground, and he missed, he should have held. He did not hold. And that's how he got both of the time. And that's where Ryan fucked up at. He does not have the experience, and that is somewhere where Shakur and Lomo will not come up short at. Ryan does not have the experience, and that is why he got his ass knocked out.
There you go. Hey, excellent point there. Excellent point. Did you call earlier, by the way?
Yeah, I did call earlier, but I heard somebody talking about what Ryan did not do, and you were asking them, where did Ryan come up short at? And they couldn't answer. I'm answering for them. You know what I'm saying? His lead foot dominance was not on point. He should have been looking to put his lead foot outside his left foot, outside of Tank Davis's right foot. Tank Davis beat him on that. And number two, every time he threw a big shot and he missed, he should have been looking to hold and grab and clinch. He did not do that. Tank Davis did do that. And those two things right there will cost him the fight. BDS, do you agree with me or not?
I did see Tank Davis clinching, and it seemed like he got bothered a little bit by some punches. So you're right. Maybe sometimes you should clinch. I don't like it. I'm not a big fan of clinching, but hey, sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
But if you throw a big left hook, listen, BDA, if you throw a left hook, especially a leaping left hook, where your feet come off of the ground and they come together, and you're not balanced, should you not grab? If you miss that left hook,
if you got nothing else,
and your feet are not on the ground.
If you're not going to throw a combo, then you should definitely either be on balance and clinch or find another way to get the hell out of there. But listen, hey, caller.
That's how Ryan got his ass knocked out.
There you go. Caller, what do we call you? Because if you're going to be back for one of the Kumite debates, I need to know what do we call you? What's your nickname?
Check it out. Here's what I'm calling for. Who was on the other line? You know what I'm saying? Who was on the other line? Is he still there, or did he already hang up?
He hung up. He did a drive-by. He just called in, said what he wanted to say, and just hung up. Like a drive-by.
Oh, that's bullshit. He probably put money on Ryan and lost it. You know what I'm saying? Now he's mad. Now, here's what I want to see. I want to see Tank go against Shakur, and that's it. That's it, BDA. Go ahead, BDA. Go ahead and hang up or whatever.
I was just going to say, he sounded nervous. He was rambling and then just, wanted to get it off quickly before anyone could say anything. But listen, 281, really like your energy. Call back next time, all right, man? Take it easy out there.
Hey, BDA, I want to tell you one thing before you hang up, man. I want to tell you, you out there putting on some real, live events. You know what I'm saying? You're not biased. What we do, man. You're not racially biased. You know what I'm saying? None of that. Now, I want to tell you, I respect you for that, man. I respect you.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, that's all we do. We aim to entertain here. That's all we want. And maybe, teach
all right,
people.
Bro, you have a good one, bro.
Thank you. Take it easy out there. Yeah, and if people can learn one or two things from listening to this channel, then hey, I guess we've accomplished our mission. Don't forget to hit the like, fellas. Hit the like. Really help us out. Let's go to 205. 205, you're on the air. 205, what's on your mind?
What's up, fellas? Uncle Charles in the building. What's happening, man?
Uncle Charles, you're still awake, man.
Yeah, man. I ain't gonna go to sleep until the birds do. Well, which one of us gonna go to bed first? I don't know. But let me just say this. Let me say this to you, BDA, and the guys on the panel.
Sure.
Thank you for what you do, because you don't just service the community, you service the world through sports, through the sport of boxing. Tonight, somebody wanted to rob old lady for her goods, but they tuned into the show and they didn't do it. Tonight, somebody was on top of a building, killed themselves, and they didn't do it. Why? Because they tuned into BDA sports boxing. So that's kudos to you. That's kudos to you and the guys on the panel. Thank you for what you do. Now let me get down to my damn comment. Let me tell you something. Ryan Garcia, in all fairness, is a superstar in the making. He is a superstar in the making. But Ryan Garcia hasn't got to that point to where he can sustain a superstar status because he's young, he's raw, and he's not ready. If you got a left hook and that's all you got, then what else do you have to offer? You don't have anything to offer. Tank Davis is a complete fighter. Now, I got to say that Ryan kind of tore into him a little bit. But it ain't about where you begin. It's about where the hell you end. And Tank is that guy. What I say is that you looking at the face of boxing as of now, until he fight Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson, even if he don't choose to, and he decides to go up to welterweight, he got welterweight to middleweight power. So if he want to stay in the lightweight division and clean out those two, he got a possible chance of doing that. Let me say this. You went in that fight, you let them push you up in that ring when they knew you wasn't ready, but you took it anyway. And if he would have hit you in the ass, you would have been passing gas. If he would have hit you in the head, your ass would have been dead. But he hit you in the liver, and he made your body quiver. And that's the result of the fight. So I want to say this in all fairness in closing. BDA, keep pushing, keep doing what you're doing, because you are one of the best in the world right now.
Wow, thank you, man.
Second to none. To nobody. And I just want to say that. And let me say this in closing. Y'all figure this mystery out. I know a guy with teeth got his ass whooped, but I know a guy that ain't got no teeth that whooped ass. When you figure that out, you call me back. Appreciate y'all.
I think you're referring to Tank Davis. Yeah, I think he's referring to Tank Davis. Shout out to Uncle Charles. Thank you for the words of wisdom, and thank you for the compliment. Really appreciate it coming. There you go. Uncle Charles, man. Have a good night, Uncle Charles. Sleep well. When you're dropping that many pearls of wisdom, you're really, you're really going to need your sleep, man. It takes a lot of energy. People don't think it. But shout out to Uncle Charles for his contribution and calling in, man. And shout out to everybody for their contributions. Especially, I want to give a shout out to Michael Poe. I forgot to read his super chat from a while back. He says, rather give to BDA than boxing crap. Oh, I had no idea what would happen if either won. Anyway, BDA always wins. Well, shout out to you, Michael Poe. Hey, listen, everybody out there. You're donating your donations, whether it's $1, $2, $3, $5, $10, $20. We appreciate everything because that pays for the pay-per-view. So we buy the pay-per-view, no lagging, no, oh shit, they took the stream down, let's look for another stream. No, I watch it in comfort, and we can provide you guys with the best analysis possible. Shout out to everybody that donates and everybody that hits the like as well and that listens. Shout out to Raphael. I think that's how you pronounce it. Raphael32 says, BDA, that was me with that 419 number. I think Rolly might beat Ryan. All the 135-pounders better watch out, including Shakur. Regis beats all the 135-pounders. Whoa. So he's got Regis' program really high standing, high esteem, including Shakur Stevenson. Wow. Jeez Louise. I mean, that's a lot of people are high on Shakur Stevenson right now. That they think he's unbeatable, even though he hasn't even finished what he's got on his plate at 135. But the future looks bright, fellas. Future looks bright for boxing fans. Gonzalo, now I'm going to end it. We don't get any more phone calls. Shout out, like I said, man. Well, first of all, Gonzalo, thank you for joining, man. Thank you for joining. I hope to catch you tomorrow. I don't think I'll be hosting, but you never know. But shout out to you, man. Thank you for joining
BDA,
us.
do you have one of those things you put over your eyes at nighttime to sleep? I bought one of those. It's called the little store here, like a 99 cents. But I don't wear it.
One. I bought one a long time ago, and it's full of dust now. You know, like that hard dust that gets stuck to it. I don't want to wear it now, even if I shake it off. So I think I'll wash it before. I really wash it twice. And then, but no, I have. You know what I have, Gonzalo? I have one of those hats. You know, the cartoon hats, the cone hat with the ball at the end. And that's what I have, man. And I have a lamp, an oil lamp, when I get up to go to drink some water.
I was wearing it in the hospital with Mateo in the emergency room because we had to sleep in a room aside from the where they had the babies in the emergency ward.
Yeah, I remember that whole ordeal. Good to see that. Hey, 2 years later, everything ended up working out, man. God is good. God is good.
God is good. Thanks, BD.
Absolutely, man. Thank you, Gonzalo. Thank you for joining, man. Really appreciate having you on board. Talk to you later, and talk to everybody out there later as well. Again, don't forget to hit the like, fellas. I want to give a big shout out again to everybody that contributed with the super chat. It was a nice show. I still got a little energy, although I am tired. I wasn't as tired as I expected at this time of the day, or the night rather. So shout out to everybody out there for joining us, everybody that donated with the super chat. Like I said, everybody that called in. And if you didn't call in and just listened, I appreciate that too. Just make sure to hit the like, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. And we'll try to be back later this week because I do want to start the festivities for Lomachenko, Devin Haney. That we've got that a year from now. Excuse me, what the fuck? I told you, I am tired apparently. A month from now. So I want to start getting some film analysis done for that. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Andre John says, Jesus is God. There you go. Jay Bell says, peace, BDA. Shout out to all of you fellas. Thank you for joining us. Pato Smith, Tiny Tempest. What the fuck is that face? Lil Mike Tyson Punch Out, Pat Smith, the Quags in there as well, still there. Shout out to the Quags. Dr. Dank Fountain, Lil Mac, Warp Speed, Jump to all of you guys. Thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one. Take it easy. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.
Every one of you.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend you.
I'm disappointed.